Hi, welcome everyone. Um, it's time for Yuri. It's time for some Yuri, and we got like some soft jazz going on. Damn, I'm already liking this vibe. We're playing with women. This time we got women on screen. We got big old titties too. I am excited. I'm excited to look at the girlies girl. Look at them. They're so cute. We already know where I'm leaning towards. It's so funny because like not that I kind of look like her, but like archetype wise, like, same side, but like I don't I admire, I feel like everyone does this, like peek behind the curtain. I feel like everyone like make their VTuber, their OC kind of like what they ideal and aspire to. So that like, though I do like her, I don't think I am her. Like I aspire to be her, but like I don't think I am. But it's so funny because I look like her, and like Laura said, I'm gonna be dating myself. But she's so pretty. How can I not? Look at her. And look at us, just the lady in the middle, just suffering. Oh, okay. So it's really funny. So I have like basically a shirtless, and I see his old titties. Xavier standee just right in front of these these lovely ladies also. So as I'm looking at like the words at the bottom, all I see right here in this general area is just man titty. Man titty. Oh. God, they're so big and I love them. And then her titties too are in the same area. So I'm getting 4 bajungas. Oh, sometimes I'm no better than a man. Listen, see, this is why I'm always angry at men, because I know where they come from. I don't have the same thoughts, but like, I understand where you're coming from, but you're being a dick about it. Let me see, what is this about? Oh, okay, these are the credits. Ooh, we have voice acting? Oh, this is gonna be amazing, fellas. Oh my God, brothers, we are gonna have a great time. There's voice acting. Hopefully it's full voice acting and not just reaction. Let's see, we got help. Okay. Toggle page. Okay, good, we can hide interface. Oh, it's S for screenshot, thank God. What's self-voicing? Please let it not be that thing that happened that one time, because that was awful and I hated it every second of it. Usually we have to put the music down. I mean, it's soft jazz. I don't think it's that bad, but usually it's always overpowering whenever I hear it in the VOD. Always fucking crazy. I'm gonna put it down just a little bit. Hopefully that'll be good. All right, return. All right, bitches, you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready to fuck. I'm ready to fuck. I'm ready to date a sexy vampire lady because, oh, hot damn, it's gonna be sexy. Let's go. All right, all allies are welcome too. We'll see something fun all together. The brightness on the computer screen was killing me. I feel you, babe. Everything's moving. The adjustment wheel was sticky, so I didn't dare touch it. I resisted the urge to check the clock. I did not want to see how late it was getting. I had a stack of horror movies waiting for me at home, and my solo, totally not sad Halloween marathon was looking like it might be ruined. No, I love a good Halloween marathon. I'm sorry, what is this game? We are dating lesbian vampires, devil. What are you not understanding? We got sexy ladies. They're ready to bite our necks and kiss us. We don't know if there's gonna be blood in their mouth, but like, to each their own. No kink shaming. I don't know why I said that. I always kink shame. But hello, welcome, devil. Okay, ruined. I had intended to sit on the couch, eating takeout, watch blood and mayhem play out for my how to read this again? I'm sorry. I had intended to sit on the couch, eat takeout, and watch blood and mayhem play out for my enjoyment on the screen. Instead, I was sitting here at the desk going over forms from our way too successful blood drive. Real blood was just not as fun as fake blood. That's true. I sighed. The night had gone quiet. All the nearby stores were closed and everyone was out at Halloween parties or trick-or-treating with their families. Oh, this is sad. I feel bad for her.
Of course I can stay late. It's not like I have anyone at home waiting for me.
There is voice acting! Oh my god, Mina! Oh, you're such a cutie patootie. No, with the sad face. No, it drags you down. Listen, frowning gives you wrinkles. Stop! It makes your face go down. Look at the chair shake. Don't do that. And don't slouch. Sit up. You gotta be confident. Get those titties out. I sighed again. There was a small tapping on the window behind me. Don't tell me we started real early. Don't tell me we starting real early. Does she know vampires exist? Is this gonna be like a rude awakening? Is this gonna be like in Salem's Lot where the kid was on the second floor and he's like, hey, come play. And he's like, how the fuck did you get up here? He's like, don't worry about that. And the kid was like, yeah, you're right. Don't worry about that. Let me open the window. Fucking dumbass. I turned around expecting to see an errant tree branch or bush. Is it a lady? However, it was a woman instead. Damn, she's pretty. I almost fell out of the chair trying to turn around to face her. She stood there tapping gently and looking at me through the glass.
Trick or treat.
Oh my god, her voice is so sexy. Oh my god, oh my god. This is abort mission, but boys, I don't think I can handle this. Boys, I need assistance. It's a beautiful woman and her voice is sexy. She got big old boobies. And she got a birthmark on her mouth. I don't know if I can do this. She said it slowly, enjoying every syllable. Her chest heaved as she breathed. She wore a tight corset. Oh my god, and it's tight. Oh my god, and with pink leopard print, and had long flowing blonde hair. And she's a blonde. I really was looking at the titties. Titties really do mystify me because I missed the fact that she was blonde. I was just like, titties. Great, a drunk. But she's so pretty. That's not what I'm noticing.
Ma'am, we are closed.
Yo, she
Come back
looked
tomorrow. Sober?
She looked crazy in this picture. How can you guys do my girl like that? She looked crazy. Now I understand why you think she's drunk. Because she do look drunk over here. I said the last part quietly. She grinned at me.
My darling, I assure you I am very sober. I'd love to get a drink. With you, though.
It is time! Welcome, Janice! Ah, the lesbians are here. I felt the blood rush to my face. I had never been hit on so directly by a woman. I know if I think if a woman hit on me, I think I would I'd probably collapse. I'd probably my heart would stop. Which actually happened today. There were women cosplaying as men, but because I can tell they're women, and then because women know how to flirt with women the best, I was just heaving. I was just like, I can't handle this right now. I am not equipped to handle this moment right now. Please. I felt the blood rush to my face. I had never been hit on so directly by a woman, and now there was one standing outside the window doing just that. Had I died of boredom? This is great. Ooh! Okay. Guys, first choice. This is the most important choice ever. Hold on. Ooh, I can save. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that here. No! Female cosplayers are top tier. Yes, they are. And again, they just know what to do. Like, they know, oh, I need to make this girl blush. How do I make her blush? I know what I gotta do. And it's just like, please stop using your knowledge against me. I'm tired. I'm crying. You want to see a grown woman cry? I'll cry. Of embarrassment. I still love how the girl was like, oh, you be a good girl. I was like, no. Straight face. I didn't even try. I didn't even try to be like catty or combative or like play along. Literally, like my whole body just said no. Like, straight. I wasn't even acting. I wasn't even playing with her. I was just like, no. She kind of looks like a vampy Britney. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I feel like though we should say no, and I feel like everyone in the world should say no, I refuse to not have a good time with her. I'm gonna say yes. Ooh.
Well, maybe when I'm not at work.
I mean, she's pretty. This was not the weirdest way I had ever been asked out, so.
Please, dear one, let me come in.
Not dear one. Let me come in. Oh my god, let the right one in. Oh, I couldn't do that. We were closed. I started to explain, but there was a loud knocking on our front entrance. At our front entrance. Damn it, now what?
Excuse me. I guess.
You guys are delaying me from talking to a sexy lady. I just want to kiss her. Shut up, everybody. In my way. I walked away from the woman at the window and walked towards the front. It was Halloween. Why did I think I'd have a normal night at work? Closed or not? The front of my clinic was all grass. The front of my clinic was all glass, so I could easily make out just make out yet another woman. She knocked on the door until she saw me, then stopped. Who's this? Is this the second lady? Oh! She pushed her glasses up her nose and then gave a harsh wave. She wore a baggy sports jersey over a pair of washed out overalls.
Greetings.
I like the other one better. No shade to this lady, but I like the other one better. For fuck's sake.
I'm sorry. We're closed.
Do you know how tired she is? Look at her hair. Look at all the hair and not the right places.
I see that. However, if I could just come in for a moment.
No! What? Why? I rubbed my cheeks. Why me? I should be bloated from salty junk food and laughing at ridiculous jump scares right now. Not trying to explain our hours to strange yet attractive women.
I'm sorry. We're closed.
She looks like a Karen. I'm sorry. I know she's one of our love interests, but I don't like her. Door knocker lady. Wow. Door knocker lady seemed to see something because she looked away and then scowled.
You're late, Carmilla.
Carmilla? Wait. Oh my god. And she got low-rise jeans on? Maybe she got no pouch. Oh my god, that corset is so low. It's a crop corset. Where's your belly button, madam? Madam, where's your belly button? I'm trying to move around to see a belly button. Belly button! It should be here. It should be right here. The woman from before walked around to stand beside the other. I guess her name was Carmilla. Ooh, wrong button.
I am not. I was trying to get in through the back.
Oh, I guess the right answer would have been no. Get the fuck away from me. Damn it! I want to be with her.
There isn't a door back there.
But there was a window. That's where I was.
No, but there is a window.
She purred the words while looking at me, then turned back to the other woman.
I saw her first, Elizabeth.
That's right, Elizabeth. Get the fuck out of here. SV. Oh, I thought this was, for some reason, I thought this was a nun, wrong thing, a nurse's uniform from like the pictures that I saw. I didn't think it was a sports outfit. So the other woman was named Elizabeth, and they seemed to know each other. I glanced back at the computer. I still had so much work to do.
That kind of nonsense is not why we're here.
She looked me over slowly, then continued.
I think
Oh, like I, said, we're closed.
Mina, you're so nice. I would have walked away. I would have been like, well, fuck y'all. They both turned their attention to me, causing a sensation similar to ice sliding down my spine at their sudden attention. I cleared my throat and tried again.
You can come tomorrow morning if you'd like to donate some blood.
My love, we're not here to give blood. We're here to take it.
Bitches! Actually, hold on. Is there a way that you can minimize your work by giving them some of the blood?
Excuse me?
Elizabeth sighed and pushed her glasses up the bridge of her nose. It seemed to be a habit she did often. At least this was the second time I had noticed it.
Take is such a strong word. You see, we have an agreement with Claudia. Is she here?
Darkest timeline, Brittany. Stop. Well, Brittany looks great. You know what? I think Brittany would have thrived like this. She would have been strong enough to kill off those people in Minecraft. She would have had a fun time, immortal, and she would have been able to party forever and then rest forever and whatever she wants to do. The world is her oyster. I stood up a bit straighter, suddenly understanding what this late night visit was about.
She doesn't work here anymore. She got fired because...
Did she give them blood? Is that what it was? I guess that solved the mystery of why she kept sneaking in here after we were closed. Blood had gone missing, but so had some medicine, some medications and money.
You should both leave before I call my boss.
No, Carmela said. I crossed my arms, grateful that the door was locked, and it made it easier to stand tall and act braver than I really was. Carmela frowned and placed her palm on the glass.
You wound me.
I don't want to be that person, Carmilla, and I love you, but like you're leaving marks on the glass, please. I have to clean that later.
This is unfortunate.
She muttered something under her breath, but I didn't catch it. Carmilla seemed to have heard, but didn't react.
I'm not letting you guys in so you can rob the place. So, shoo.
Yeah, shoo. Shoo like cats. Get out of here. Get out of here, get. I waved my arms at them the same way I would get that overconfident raccoon off my porch. It might work.
Rob the place?
I suspected Claudia was up to something. A shame.
Damn, even they're like, I can't believe this bitch who was sneaking us food really fucking robbed the place too. Why would she do that? All she needs to do is just steal blood. Why add another crime? You had one.
No, I can't believe it. Sweet, innocent Claudia.
I want to see what she looks like because I have a very sneaking suspicion that Claudia looks like the type to steal. She would look like an underhanded like criminal or someone like who would be mixed up in this situation. Like if I had to guess of all the crimes that she committed, it would probably be this one. And Carmilla's the only one who's like, but she's a baby. Like, she's so sweet though. As she's cussing out a child. I had not known Claudia well, but those were not the words I would have used to describe her. She was an old woman with a sour face, though not nearly as mean as she looked. For the most part, she kept to herself. Who would have suspected she was robbing the place blind? Damn,
Shoo.
blinds!
Go on.
I half-heartedly waved at them again. Maybe it would work the second time?
We are not stray cats, Miss...
Don't give me your name. Don't give me your name. This is like a fake contract. Camilla smiled sweetly at me.
Her name is Mina.
How did she know?
How did you know that?
Oh my god! You didn't tell her. Okay, good. Elizabeth peered closer at me and then pointed at my chest. I looked down. Name tag.
Miss Mina? We're merely asking for 1 bag of blood each. Only once a month?
Damn, you only need to drink once a month?
You're telling me the other missing things were not because of you two?
Do I look like I need money?
Actually, no, you don't. You don't. All of this costs money, so you gotta have it. You have to have all that money. Carmilla scoffed and pushed her hair off of her shoulder in a haughty movement.
We were unaware she was taking more than the 2 bags.
Damn. Imagine having like a very, very lenient business. Underhanded thievery. With like a blood bag as a vampire. You're like, listen, all I need is 1, and that's it. Just skim 1 off the top of your monthly sales. And this bitch was like, yeah, I'm gonna do a lot more than that. And then like you just lose out on a really good deal, and you were the one who was like being very generous about your feeding habits.
What did you want with the blood anyway?
Elizabeth's eyes widened and she shot a look at Carmilla.
Don't.
We're vampires, darling.
I love you, Carmilla. I love you, Carmilla. You're so great. She opened her mouth a bit, and sure enough, she had 2 extended canines.
Ha ha. Very funny. It's Halloween. I'm pretty sure I have a pair of plastic fangs like that in my drawer.
Ooh, kinky.
Carmilla, we have a job to do. She winked at me. Elizabeth let out a long, tired sigh.
I told you, no one will ever believe you if you just blurt it out like that.
Nah, Carmilla's waiting for the one that would believe. Carmilla shrugged. Elizabeth turned to face me and gave me a small smile. I suppose it was meant to look reassuring.
She is right, though. We're both vampires.
Oh my god. Oh, sorry. She opened her mouth and showed off her own matching set of fangs. I nodded.
Is this a prank? Like, get a bag of blood and you're in? Or...
They looked too old to be in a sorority. That's so mean. I studied her face for a moment.
For the sake of getting this over with, let's pretend I believe you. You're both vampires. Why should I just hand over some blood bags?
Carmilla smiled and leaned forward. Ass. Did I say ass? Carmilla smiled and leaned forward, eyes half lidded with a wide smile.
What if I say, please?
Damn, I don't know. My job security. She purred, sliding her finger gently against the glass that separated us.
How about a deal? You give us this one-time supply, and afterwards, we'll find another supplier. The thing is, we need some tonight. We don't have time to find another ethical source.
I pretty pleased with my cherry on top. Not my cherry, damn lore. Oh my god, I love how like they really are just like, this is the most ethical way we can do this, by stealing from a blood bank. They're not stealing a lot. You know what? I kind of like them. I know that people, whenever they write vampires, like I like to think of I mean, you guys all hear my ramblings about the room in Danganronpa. So like obviously like I obsess and think about little details, and I find the humor in the little details that I obsess about. So like the room not being, you know, situated properly, like it causes me internal pain. So I'm just like, this is not how the room is supposed to look. But I find the humor in that because like I don't know, I just find the humor in that. So like I like to think of like all of these like mythical creatures and like how would they survive in modern day, like actual modern day, not a weird stylized version of modern day, like actual modern day. And I like the idea, like I was listening, I forgot where I was. It was, I think it was TikTok. I was like making mini stories, and it was like someone encountered a vampire working at a the night shift at like a Wendy's or something like that. And then someone asked them, because someone like basically found out they're a vampire, and they're like, "Why are you working here?" And they're like, "Well, why not?" I literally have nothing else better to do. Everyone I know is dead. All I have is a fucking mansion with all this money that is literal gold and kind of untransferable. Or like, if it is, like, I can buy everything, but I can only go out at night. And again, everyone I know is dead. I'm just in this house, and I tried sleeping. I slept for so many years, and that was still boring as hell. And then, like, I stayed in the house, and that was boring as fucking hell. So might as well do something with my time. So I got this part-time job. So, like, I just think that's hilarious because, like, yeah, if you had all of eternity, what the fuck are you gonna do? Might as well do something, you know what I mean? So, like, I like that. And so I like, even these ladies, they're like, we're vampires, but like, we can't get caught. Two, we need a consistent supply. So might as well go to a blood bank. I like love that. And they're just like, this is how we have to live in this like normal life.
So?
If we don't get the blood here, we'll have to get it another way.
We got a pretty lady looking right at us from our left side.
She means we'll have to find a drunk human, lure them into a dreadful alley, and drink our monthly fill from them.
I will say though, if I were a vampire, I'd probably get like the sex offenders registry list, and then be like, okay, so this is where I'm gonna be getting all my blood from. I'm just gonna like take whoever is closest to me, and then just start. No, I can't go closest. Fuck, I have to go farther away. But like, I'll just like start. You know, this is the list I'm working with about getting my fix. I thought the same thing when I was watching Yu Yu Hakusho, and like the demons were like, and then, well, Urameshi was like, I don't really care if you eat humans, and then like the lady was like, how dare you say that? How dare you give humans to these monsters? And I sat there and I was like, but hold on a minute, we got a lot of humans who suck. You don't want to trade them? I would happily trade them. Like, we have a whole sex offenders registry list. We have the FBI's most wanted. We have the CIA's most wanted. We have what's that other one? Like, not Interpol. Like, what's the other one? The big list. Like, from like all around the world. I forgot that one. But I'm sure someone's screaming it at me. But that one. We have so many lists of like the worst people ever. Just give him to the monsters. Like, here, just only go from this list and work your way through. Like, and then once you're done, which trust me, you never will, then we'll talk about a different way of getting you food. Like, even what was it in Twilight when Edward was like, yeah, I used to only kill rapists and now I don't anymore. And I'm like, why not? I feel like you have an endless supply of food and you're performing a service. I think you're doing great. I was like, listen, all you gotta do is go on a list and then you work from there. Maybe don't go for like the lower offender ones, go for the higher offender ones. Usually the lower offender ones are like, I was drunk and I peed in the kids playground at night. Not when kids are around, but like at night. Like, that one is like ridiculous. But like, you know, there are a lot of them. You know, just get rid of them. It's okay. I'll look the other way. I won't tell a soul. I don't know, officer. I don't know why that horrifically abusive man died. Beats me. Sure glad he's dead though.
It's so insanitary to drink a stranger's blood.
You know what? Honestly, facts. There was an SNL skit with Dracula, and it was when like STDs were on the rampage, and then Dracula would ask people like, oh, hello, what are you into? And then they would say something. He's like, cool, next person. He was basically trying to figure out like what they They're like, oh my God, yes. He's like, how many boyfriends have you had? And she's like, oh, I don't have boyfriends. I just have casual sex. He's like, okay, that's so wonderful. Next lady. And like one person's like, oh, my ex was Names, rock and roll legend, who is known for doing the most horrific drugs known to man. He's like, oh, great, I can't have this one. It's like, no. It was like, oh, poor Dracula. He can't even get clean, ethical blood. He's like, why is everything so nasty? So I get you, lady. I feel like I would be her. I'm kind of her ass love. I feel like I would be her. It's like, I need to get ethical sources. I'm not hunting. I'm too tired. I'm too old and too tired to be hunting down people. And I'm not running from the law. That's so annoying. 1, 2, I don't know what these bitches have in their blood. What if I get past it? What if I get an STD from their blood? I mean, I won't suffer from it, but the next person will get it, and I don't feel like doing that. I still want to be kissing. We're in a Yuri for a reason. I want to kiss. Elizabeth tisked and shook her head.
It also isn't great for the humans. Is that what you'd have us resort to?
I mean, once again, if you go from a specific list, I wouldn't be that upset about it.
Are you threatening me? Are you saying if I don't give you some blood, you'll go out and kill some unsuspecting partiers?
Listen, you'd be very shocked about how many people are on that list around in your location.
How ridiculous. We never killed them. At least on purpose.
You know what? I'll forgive you for that. I looked at them. They were both very pretty. But were they really immortal creatures of the night? I'm supposed to just hand over some blood bags because of this bullshit?
Okay, prove it. Prove that you're vampires. I need to know for sure.
Super speed? Can you do that? Turns back?
You can't be serious.
I mean, come on. I gotta know.
Prove it?
Yeah.
Prove to me that you're both vampires.
Break that tree behind you.
Somehow. Fangs don't count.
Yeah, fangs don't count. Can you break that tree? If you can break that tree, then I'll believe you're a vampire. Elizabeth rolled her eyes. I crossed my arms and used my most stern expression. Carmilla frowned.
What? Like a dancing monkey at a carnival? How vulgar!
You know, just think about it from my perspective. I don't fucking know. It's Halloween. You picked the worst time to show off that you're a vampire.
Fine. Open the door.
Absolutely the fuck not, bitch.
What? No way.
I gotta protect myself.
You want proof or not? We can't come in unless we're invited. You could always come out here if you prefer.
Oh, yes. Come out here with us.
Fly. I know, I'm just like, I'm trying to think of anything. Fly, turn into a bat. Break that tree with one hand. Like, literally anything will do. I didn't love the idea. I said I loved it. Wow, my subconscious is really talking right now. I didn't love the idea of opening the door. But if they were vampires, they wouldn't be able to get in. And if they weren't, they didn't look that dangerous. Damn! Oh my god. I don't want to go outside. I'd rather open the door. Oh. I decided to open the door, but would stay inside where I felt safer. But with only a bit of hesitation, I opened the... Oh my gosh, you got fishnets on too? Damn, look at her. Oh wait, no, you guys can't see it. Hold on, I can see it. They need proof, but won't invite her in. No, we need proof, but won't invite them in. That is what it is. With only a bit of hesitation, I opened the door, stepped back, but ready to slam the door closed if they tried anything. They just stood there and didn't dash in like I had feared.
Okay.
Damn, your belly button is high up. Look at her belly button. It's all the way up there. Is that where belly buttons go? They're not like down here more? This is a very big fupa. I mean, it's not a fupa. There's no fat in there. But like, fupa area. And your crotch is all the way down here? Crazy. She's wearing them low rise. Yeah, no shit. Actually, no, you're right. Like Brittany. It's Brittany, bitch. She's here. Elizabeth smirked. She grabbed a hold of Carmela, who looked confused and then very upset.
Don't you dare, you vile!
Is she gonna break her? When I said break, I thought she was gonna rip her arm off. Elizabeth lifted Carmela up off the ground as if she weighed nothing and then threw her towards the doorway. Long torso girlies rise up. I expected her to sail through it, but she didn't. Oh my god, poor Brittany or Carmela. I gasped in horror. It was almost like a cartoon. Carmela landed hard against the opening instead of sailing through it like she should have done. It was like there was an invisible wall there. She slid down and landed on the pavement with an annoyed grunt.
Now do you believe us?
Damn, actually, you know, yeah, that was enough. I believe you. I believe you're vampires. Carmilla stood up, but seemed unshaken and uninjured. She glared at Elizabeth.
I'll get you back for that.
I'll kill you, bitch. I guess I had no choice but to believe, though.
Okay, I believe you both. About the vampire thing. That is...
I shook my head.
That is wild.
That's why. No, it is. That was crazy that she didn't come in through the door.
Yes. Now, can we discuss the blood?
I sorry, I skipped her by accident. She said please at the end. Right. If they were vampires, they needed blood. However, it would be risky. Our inventories, oh my goodness. Oh, my brain just did not understand that word. However, it would be risky. Our inventories were watched much closer after Claudia was caught stealing. Though I was here alone and currently working with the inventory files. I could possibly mark two bags as contaminated for disposal, and they might not check the numbers too closely. As long as it didn't become a regular thing.
Give me a minute to figure this out, okay? Just let me see if I can fudge the numbers or not.
Carmilla hummed a little while Elizabeth adjusted her glasses again. Didn't want to leave them waiting too long. Yeah, no, bitch, we gotta fucking figure this out. I went back to my computer and scanned the spreadsheet for donations. I had been in the middle of processing before they came. Hell, there was still so much left to do. There was no way I would be able to finish it all tonight, even without any distractions. Right. Time to commit a human error. I marked the next two entries as contaminated. Now, to actually locate the bags. I stood up and walked briskly back towards the front. Carmilla and Elizabeth were still there, so I gave them a quick thumbs up. They only blinked in response. I smiled awkwardly. I tried not to notice Carmilla's cleavage and Elizabeth's posture. That... what was it about people's posture that could be so hot? I don't know. I don't get it. Fuck, they were staring now. Bitch, give them the blood. I turned around and headed towards the walk-in refrigerator. My mind was going to bad places. I had been single for too long. Oh no. My lab coat was so thin, it didn't do much against the coldness of the room. At least I knew what I was looking for. Ah, found them. I went back to the front to show them.
I was able to get you 2 bags of blood.
Excellent!
That is fantastic, Miss Mina.
I handed over the blood to them. Both of whom took one bag each with a smile. I looked back towards where my desk was. I really should get back to work, even if I was tempted to linger.
Well, it's been fun. See ya.
Vampires. Wow. If I had the chance to get to know one of them a little better. Who would you choose? Who would you like to know better? Bitch, we gotta do Brittany, right? It's Brittany, bitch! Carmilla cleared her throat.
Sweet human, don't be so hasty.
Damn, Elizabeth said, all right, I'm gonna dip. You better work, bitch. I paused. Oh my God, so good. Yes, you better work, bitch.
The night is still very young. Why don't we get that drink?
Hey! It was really too late. It was really too late to be here by myself. What could it hurt? She was a vampire. She's the most, logical to defend me. I had questions. I watched her twirl her finger around a strand of her soft-looking hair and then gently bit her lower lip. Totally innocent question.
Okay. Let me close up.
Damn, is she blushing? Ooh, oh my God, we're blushing. I turned away and hoped I didn't look like a total dope. Calm your gay ass down, Mina. I know we're too gay for this. Oh, I took a cab. We took a cab. Oh my God, we took a cab to a bar. I swear I had walked past several times. I'd never gone inside before though. There were plenty of rumors that it was a gay bar. Carmilla confidently walked inside and seemed to know everyone. I couldn't help but wonder. Oh my God.
Is this a vampire bar?
Bitch. Imagine if this was. Imagine if this was like Fangoria. I think that's what it's called, right? From True Blood. The one that I always forget his name, but Alexander Skarsgård's character works at or owns. I whispered as soon as we sat down. I couldn't believe such a crowded place had an empty booth. Now, because they saw her and they were like, bitches, fucking scatter, all right? The bitch is back and she want her table. I couldn't believe Carmilla seemed to know that it was here because she had led us straight to it.
Oh, bloodlust. This is my bar.
You're a bar. Oh my God, speaking of Alexander Skarsgård's character.
Like, you come here all the time?
Damn, bitch, you own this place. This is nice. Ooh, I love the decorations. Oh my God, and the booth? They're like intimate, but like also like very public. So like people can like, chit chat, but like also like intimate. So you can be with like your own partner. This is really nice.
No, little Mina. I own it. Bloodlust is mine.
Damn, it is a gay bar. She leaned back in the booth and smiled at me.
Wow. So everybody here is a vampire?
No, we didn't say that. She laughed.
No, of course not. Some are, sure.
Oh, how can you tell?
Is it really okay for me to know that you're a vampire?
I glanced around the bar with some super secret vampire. Wait, I glanced around the bar with some super secret cabal appear and convince her she either needed to change me or kill me. It's giving very the vampire Lestat, very Queen of the Damned. He's like, I'm telling everyone that one, I'm a rock star, and two, I'm a vampire. And the vampire society was like, no, we need to silence Lestat. That's the kind of thing that would happen in the movies, at least. Queen of the Damned, yes.
You're such a doll. You have so many questions, don't you?
Stop! Don't call me a doll!
Yes. Yes, I do.
I know, me too. Like, listen, you're really, really pretty, but, just like I was laughing about before, about you guys coming to a blood bank to get blood, being really hilarious, as vampires living in the real world. I have also other real world questions. Like, for instance, how would you turn? When did you turn? Are they still around? Who turned you? So like, is the blood bank a new thing? How long have you been doing it? Do other people do it too? Is there like a vampire dating app? Houses, like apartments. How do you make sure the landlord doesn't realize that after 30 years of living in that apartment that you didn't grow old yet? I got lots of questions. I feel like they're very, very like reasonable questions. She nodded, looking amused.
Okay then, fire away.
Oh my god, do I get
Can
an
you go out
option?
during the day? Is sunlight lethal?
Oh yeah, no, let's talk about that. Okay, and garlic. How bad is that? Our relationship will end if you can't handle garlic. I love garlic, and I will never give it up for someone else.
Sunlight is bad. Yes. I always preferred moonlight. Don't you?
No, I can't see.
Sure. What about crosses and garlic?
I can't really eat food like you do, if that's what you mean.
No. Like they're like, oh, garlic like hurts you. Does it hurt you?
It doesn't ward you off?
Like my favorite quote, my favorite like thing about garlic. No, my favorite thing like with a vampire and garlic was in Hotel Transylvania when the character Johnny was like to Dracula, was like, oh my god, like can a snake kill you? And he's like, doesn't it kill everyone? Another one, he was like, oh, what about garlic? He's like, oh, I'm allergic. It closes up my throat. It's not even that. It wards him off. He's like, I'm literally allergic to garlic. Don't put it near me.
No. And crosses do not bother me.
That's crazy. So how did the propaganda start? Did you guys start it? That would be wild, actually. That'd be really smart. And if you did start, and if it was a vampire, who was it? Is there like vampire history? She smiled slowly.
Nuns can be a lot of fun.
Bruh. Yeah, it was like a video I was watching. I watched this a long time ago, so I don't even know like how I can reference it to you. But there was like a video essay talking about the decline in lesbian nuns, because a lot of the time, it is recent, like the 50s weren't that long ago, but like there was a time where like you either went to conversion camp, the conversion therapy, or you went to the nunnery, and a lot of lesbians decided to go into the nunnery, and there were a lot of lesbian nuns. And though there is a lot of fucking issues with the church and a lot of churches and a lot of religions, blah, blah, blah. We're not even arguing about that, okay? I'm not even talking about that. But like a lot of these lesbian nuns or these nunneries that would take in a lot of these lesbian girls, these lesbians, would do a lot of activism, and it was very like, they described it as a very empowering thing to like combine their sexuality and their religion together, and also like just do this thing that they were very proud of. And I do believe that they would like like she said, have lovers, or like they would get married, like when it, of course when it was like legal to do so, blah 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 blah. But like now that like, you know, no one's really going to church anymore and like all these things, there is a decline in like lesbian nuns. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of sad. Like after like listening to how like these, you know, the ones that are still there and but they're like much older, like how they talked about it and how like they like worked together, blah blah. And I was like, oh, that's really sweet. And I'm actually really sad that like, you know, like this is dying out. Like I understand why it is, and it's obviously no one has to be forced in gunpoint to do this. So like it's like literally no one's fault. But I understand why it's declining, and I also understand like, oh, it's kind of sad. But yeah, it was like a really like interesting thing. A lot of lesbians going to the nunnery. Kind of cool though. And again, like I said, I listened to this thing like a long time ago, so I could be saying things that are not totally accurate. So take that with a grain of salt. But it was something that I did find very like endearing and very like sweet, and it was presented in a very like nice way, and it was presented by a person who was I don't want to assume her sexuality, but it was a woman and she was LGBT, and she, I believe, had a significant other who was also female presenting. Again, like I don't really know. I completely forgot, but I just remember like certain things. I was like, oh, this is really sweet, and I'm actually really sad for you guys. Aw. Thank you for your service. That was so nice. She spoke distantly, and I thought it would be best to change the subject. No, I need to know. So listen, so like the nuns. If I was bombarded when I was playing Little Goody Two Shoes with sexy nun jokes, we gotta keep going. So the nuns, madam, the nuns. Explain.
Do you sleep in a coffin?
That has to be crazy. That has to be like so uncomfy. Carmilla laughed harder than she had so far.
Oh, could you imagine one of those tiny boxes? Gross.
I was gonna say that sounds uncomfy. Do you have blackout curtains though?
I sleep in a very large and quite comfortable king-sized canopy bed.
Oh my god, a canopy bed? Oh, that's so cute. I would never have guessed it, but you know what? It makes sense. It makes sense you have a canopy bed. She paused, the amusement fading from her face, and a very different emotion replacing it. Oh, fuck!
I sleep in a...
Okay, I'm so sorry. I accidentally, like, scrolled with my mouse, and, like, it just went haywire. Sorry, so sorry. A very different emotion replacing it.
Would you like to see it?
I would like to see it for, other purposes, but, you know, I would also like to go to bed, too. It must have been heavy having to be gay and sent to a gay nunnery. I always remembered there was this like student aide, no, not a student aide, but like a student teacher in, you know, in the high school years when I woke up from my millennia of sleep, and they looked at me, they're like, oh wow, you're really young, you should go to high school. And that was a horrible decision that someone did to me. So there was this student teacher, and we were talking, like, it was like English class, we were just talking about stuff, and then out of nowhere, I forgot what it was about, like, you know, being gay. And the lady said, and I heard that she was kind of like semi-reprimanded by the teacher that she was working under, because you're not supposed to put your own biases into things. Like, I get it, but she also had a point, and I feel like we're all neglecting her point. And her point was, I never understood why people would send gay people, like gay teenagers, to a camp with other gay teenagers. Like, are you fucking stupid? And I was like, actually, no, bitch, you are right. You are actually fucking right. No conversion therapy is happening. We're fucking. People are fucking. You dumbasses. I shuddered and hoped like hell she didn't notice. I glanced away toward the bar.
Maybe.
We need liquid
I
courage,
should go
bitch.
get us drinks.
I need liquid courage. I am not okay enough for this. I have too much social anxiety.
I don't drink, but let me get you something. It's free for me, of course. What will you have?
Malibu Bay Breeze. Oh! Do you have a passion fruit margarita. I love margaritas. You have passion fruit if flavored. Passion fruit mango. What's the other like extremely like pretty drink? I want those. Oh god, a margarita sounds good right about now. Damn. Damn, I want a margarita. With salt on the rim, please. I hate when people put sugar. Or don't give me salt. That's ridiculous. I want a margarita with fucking salt. Thank you. I know this sounds really stupid, but a lot of people, whenever I order a margarita, I don't get fucking like the rim with salt or even salt in the drink itself. It really bothers me. It's just like, we're skipping several steps, all right? I've already accepted that I won't have the lime, but how dare you not give me salt? I would love a drink. Something to keep my hands busy at the very least. I was so nervous. I wanted, ooh, okay, hold on. Oh no, not Sex on the Beach. A virgin mojito? I want a mojito of Bloody Mary. No, that's spicy. I have a very sensitive tongue. That's why if anyone's thinking, excuse you, Bloody Mary is not spicy. It's a very sensitive tongue. An old fashioned, no, that's an old man drink. I want a mojito, not a virgin mojito. You suck, whoever this was. You fucking suck. Sex on the Beach is literally just 50 alcohols put together. It's not delicious. The only good one is the virgin mojito, but I wanted alcohol in it. This literally sucks. This fucking sucks. I hate everything about this choice. I want a Malibu Bay Breeze. Now, I want orange juice and Malibu mixed together and presented to me in a frilly glass with an umbrella also. Old fashioned is good, but I want a fruity drink. I hate this. Okay, fine. You know what? Jenna said old fashioned. I'll get an old fashioned.
Can't go wrong with a classic.
All right. I wanted a drink that give me a headache in the morning.
The taste of the fruit after it sits in the bourbon.
Why are you talking like that?
One drink coming right up.
She ran. She left the booth and headed towards the bar. The crowd parted for her without any effort on her part. Damn. That happens to me when I go to an anime convention. I used her absence as a chance to take a breath and get my thoughts in order. I was on a date with a vampire. Ah! It was a date, right? I count this as a date. This is a date, right? Would you guys count that as a date? I count it as a date. You know what? For my ego, I need it to be a date. So it's a date in my head. Just never bring it up to her. She don't need to know that I consider this a date. Yes, it was totally a date, right? Right. When she got back, I needed to act like I wasn't a total loser. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's gonna be difficult. How does a human even try to impress a vampire? I have, according to the man who takes my blood for testing, I have a lovely veins. So would you like to see?
Here you go.
She handed me my old fashioned and then sat back down. She moved closer to me, easier in the circular booth.
Thank you.
So nervous. I stepped on it and watched her over the rim of the glass. It was a good old fashioned, I think. I couldn't possibly taste it when I was looking at Carmela. She looked so comfortable and confident. She smiled at me. She smiled so easily, but so sophisticatedly.
Humans are so cute.
Please stop not undermining. Please stop patronizing me. I don't know if I don't know if my heart can continue taking this.
Thanks.
Try to get to know her. Try to tell an awesome story. I feel like I want to get to know her. I feel like that would be nicer.
Have you been a vampire very long?
She thought about it for a moment, gazing up at the ceiling.
A good while. I was turned back in the 30s.
1930s or 1830s, bitch? Which one?
The 1830s?
I was thinking 1930s.
Darling, no. 1930s. I had just moved out to California after watching...
What'd you watch? She smiled faintly. I listened intently.
I think it was Frankenstein, actually. I wanted to be an actress.
Oh my god, he went from Frankenstein to Dracula's Bride.
Really? Did you ever star in anything?
No, I only ever got a few parts as an extra. Not even a speaking line.
But it's okay, it's the grind. Alright, you gotta keep going.
Do you ever want to go back?
I mean, listen, with your looks, ma'am, you got a career. There was a sad, nostalgic tone in her voice that made me pause. Perhaps a dream that was never realized.
No, I was turned. Then after 10 years or so, I had to move.
Away from California?
Because you stopped aging. And it would look suspicious?
Nah, it's fucking California. They all look like that. They look fucking worse. Actually, so I went to a convention today, and the ladies had like some NSFW stuff, and she was when I pointed it out, she just hid it from me, and she's like, "How old are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I mentioned my age here before, right? I think I have. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I said, "Oh, I'm 30," and like she gave me this look. And so did the lady next to her booth. Like, they both looked at me in a way, and I'm just like, and she was like, okay. And then she starts talking about the thing that she hid from me, and I was like, what was that look for? Do I look older? Like, what happened? Like, what did I say? And they're like, no, you look really young. We didn't believe you. I was like, oh. Like, they gave me a look. I was scared. I was literally terrified. I was gonna cry if they said I looked fucking ancient. I was gonna be like, okay, I'll just go die now in a corner somewhere. So listen, bitches who are half her age look twice her age. She got this. It was strange. No, it was. I was like, do I look, what's wrong? I was so scared. But like, no, I was talking to another girl, and it like, it's just like so strange seeing like, you know, younger people, but like people who are much younger than me, but they look twice as old as me. And it's kind of like terrifying. And I think it's because like a girl was talking about it, who I was talking about it said it, because like they're using retinol when they're like 12 years old, and you don't need to use retinol. You literally have forced your body to stop producing that, I was gonna say vitamin, but that chemical in your body, because it's relying on an outside source. Your body produces it naturally. Why would you stop your collagen and retinol production? That's crazy. And they stop it because they're using it. You stop producing collagen in your body at 25. So like until 25, you don't fucking need to take it, but they keep taking it. And because they're taking it, now their body doesn't produce it anymore, and it's aging their skin. And because they're using all these harsh things on their face, it's like actively like damaging their face slowly but surely, and it ages them because these things are used for older people for their skin to still be nice. You're too young. You don't need to do that. All you need to do is just put like a good moisturizer. If you have dry skin, like a what's it called? A nice serum, and like sunscreen. Like, you don't need everything. Those are for like people with other conditions. You shouldn't be putting things on that you don't necessarily need. It actually ages you and does the regression. It's crazy. Did you see that video about the 25-year-old woman who looked crazy old? Yes. I've seen so many videos of like 25-year-old people who look like they're fucking 40. And it's kind of scary. It's like, what happened? It was because she was a runner and they aged like crazy from the sun and sweating off. No, that poor lady. Oh. But you know what? She's a runner. She's so fit. She got this. She's so fit. But yeah, so it was just like kind of crazy when like those ladies were like giving me a look, and I was like, what's wrong? They literally thought I was lying. I was like, no, please. I just had a mini crisis on my birthday about my age. Please don't do this to me again.
Sure, but I was going to say things got boring. I like to move every decade or so.
Nah, I get that. I would do the same thing. I would probably move to every a different city or like a different state every like 30 years or so. Curiosity. She had full eye wrinkles and forehead lines. No, oh, that's so sad. Especially from sweating off the sunscreen. That's shocking. That's actively shocking. She's 25. She shouldn't be having that. Curiosity was getting the best of me. I moved a bit closer and lowered my voice.
Are you allowed to tell me about how you turned into a vampire?
I'm actually very shocked about. I'm shocked. I'm actually very curious about that too. Oh! She nodded and moved even closer. Now we were touching! Her thigh against mine. Oh, smooth. Oh my god. Our arms brushed against each other. Oh my god, is she gonna kiss me? Lurk for bed. Have a great one, y'all. Thank you so much, Lore. Have a good night. And thank you for lurking. Carmela pushed my hair behind my ear, and I could feel the lightest tinkle of her. Wait. Ugh. Carmela pushed my hair behind my ear, and I could feel the lightest tickle of her lips as she whispered,
No.
No, I want to know. She pulled back and laughed at my shocked expression. Madam, I had a heart attack. I had a heart attack. You know, her outfit is making me nostalgic for Honey Pop. Oh my god, you know my favorite is Honeycam Studio? I love playing Honeycam. I used to love it so much. I almost got to the diamond. I was so close to getting to diamond. Like they would have worn this 100%. The MILF would have worn this one specifically. I have to say, with Honey Pop, wild that you are dating the mom and then her daughter too. That's actually kind of like, and like, it must be very frustrating to be the daughter of that lady, you know? Because listen, women can do what they want, you know, all power to sex work, and older women, you know, they got their groove back, you know? What's that one movie? Something got her groove back. Like, you know what? Yes, go off, queen. But it still must be very awkward and frustrating for the daughter, because the mom specifically never tries to like separate those two personas, like being a mom to her daughter and like this kind of thing. She never tries to separate them. She kind of like just throws all of this like things that you don't really want to think of your mom like in the daughter's face, which like she shouldn't have to hide, but at the same time your child wants to see you in a certain way, and you're kind of like removing that kind of like thing from her, and it's just like very sad. Like I feel bad for the daughter a lot of the time whenever I play it. I'm like, I feel so bad for you, because like I know like you want to love your mom, and you do, but it's frustrating to be around her because she just won't be your mom. She must also be this sexual, I wasn't say deviant, but like enigma for every single man in the world, and she will never like separate it or just sit down and just be your mom. She will not be your mom and that thing. She will override mom and be that thing 24/7 when it comes to you. You just happen to be her daughter, and it's very sad. I feel really bad for her. Which is unpopular opinion. Whenever I played it, I actually never really liked the mom for that reason. So I know everyone really likes the mom because obviously she's a MILF, she's gorgeous, she's sexy. Like obviously everyone really likes her. but I didn't really like her because of that reason, because of how like she wouldn't like just be her daughter's mom, and I was just, that's really sad. I feel really bad for you, very bad for the daughter, and I can't like you if you do that. If I can't like fathers for doing some of the things that kind of like she does, and I can't like her for doing that, like, sorry. I am nothing but consistent. My hate is equal. She chases that high, she really does, and it's very upsetting. She pulled back and laughed at my shock.
I'm kidding, dear one. It happened in Hollywood. I knew someone who knew someone, and then I ended up at a party. One thing led to another.
Oh my god, it's like Death Becomes Her. She shrugged.
Now I've got fangs.
Wow. Just like that?
Are you talking about Carmilla? I do love Carmilla's voice. Oh fuck. I thought about all the movies I had ever seen that featured vampires. They were either manipulative monsters or brooding and self-hating.
Do you ever regret it?
I mean, like, if you're that's the thing that bothers me about Edward. It was just like, yo, you perform a service, kill all the rapists. Like, go right ahead. Again, that's what I keep saying. There's several lists on government websites you can go use to go hunt down your food for. But also, like, why am I gonna be moping 24/7? I'm gonna be alive forever. Moping gets tiring and boring. I gotta do something with this. And here we go again. Welcome, Rick. Thank you for the snide comment. Excuse you, I'm playing with sexy ladies this time, okay? They're pretty and they're vampires. And we're having a date right now, okay? She's a very lovely lady. There's a monster between these ladies. Well, the one in front of us right now, she is the vampire. But yeah, being brooding sucks. I'm being alive for so long. I'm not brooding. Like, come on. It's gonna be so boring and tiring. I can't just do that for the rest of my life. I don't even know when this life will end. Imagine being brooding forever. God, I would be exhausting and boring. I gotta do something. Might as well accept it. Then I can, do something else.
No.
She put an arm around me. And pulled me close. Oh my god, guys, we're getting close. God. Causing my vampire-related thoughts to stall.
Enough about me, darling. Let's talk about you.
I think I might cry.
Me?
Yo, I blushed too. I felt the blood run to my cheeks. I'm the same way, bitch. Me and me are the same. My voice cracked. Same.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. You're gonna see a grown woman cry.
There isn't a lot to tell.
Don't make me beg.
Oh no. She grinned. It was hard to concentrate when she was this close. I know. She smelled like strawberries. I cleared my throat and told her about... Huh. The job sounds boring. I feel like a passion would be much better. A passion for horror.
I love horror. All horror.
Really? How interesting.
I do love all horror too. I don't think there's any kind of horror that I don't like.
I
Actually,
love
lies.
all the old Universal monsters. Also, there was a real boom in horror in the past decade, and I really think the genre deserves more respect.
I agree. You get a lot of like social commentary within horror. You get a lot of like, you see a lot of like cultural fears come out, and like everyone kind of like healing themselves with this. I feel like it's very, it does deserve a lot of more respect than it's actually given. I agree. And before, when I was like, oh, I like all horror, lies. I don't like splatterpunk. I think that's fucking disgusting. I don't like those weird gross out ones. The like no, not, and if you're thinking gross out, if you're thinking body horror, I like body horror. I think it's fun. No, it's more like I forgot the genre. Is it like extreme horror? They're popular as novels. You know that one called The Playground? It's a particular type of horror genre, and I think it's fucking stupid. So that one. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called extreme horror or something like that, but like I don't like it. I think it's stupid. I hate them snuff torture porn ones. Yes, I kind of agree. There needs to be a purpose to why I'm watching this. If there's no purpose to it, then I don't want to watch it. It's like, I was talking to my stepfather about this. It's like whenever I watch sex in a movie, there needs to be a purpose for me watching this sex scene. If there's no purpose to it, then I don't fucking want to watch it. If it's not to signify that this couple, you know what I mean, is like getting down, like, you know, there is going to be like advancement in either like the relationship or showing like, you know, them being kind of chaotic or whatever, blah, then I don't want to fucking see them have sex. Like, get the fuck out of my face. I don't care. I don't want to see every angle. Get out. Just hurry up and get the fuck out.
There are so many subgenres too. Like Alien would be cosmic horror, and the Halloween movies would be slasher.
Love
Who
slasher.
doesn't love a good ghost movie too?
I have to see that one. Oh, you know what? It was on Shudder, and I just got rid of my Shudder account. But there was this one La Llorona movie that was exclusively on Shudder, and now I have to go look for it somewhere else because I want to see it. I love La Llorona. She's one of my favorite, like, I'm not Mexican, but she's one of my favorite like ghost stories in Hispanic culture. I think they're so much fun. It's often gratuitous and unrelated to the story. Sex, right? Yeah, that's why I feel the same way.
I just watched The Shining a bit ago. It was really good, but I heard the director was a total asshole.
Oh yeah.
That one was sort of based on a novel, but it wasn't very similar.
No, it was actually absolutely not similar. Stephen King fucking hates that movie. I actually really don't like The Shining. Okay, I'm gonna have tomatoes thrown at me. I actually don't like The Shining. I think it's okay. Like, I'll watch it once, and then like I don't have to watch it in 10 years. I don't have to watch it until the next 10 years. When I forget the nuances of the movie, and then I'll watch it again, and then I don't have to watch it for another 10 years, actually. Stephen King hates that movie so much. Yeah, and the director treated, oh my god, what's the mother's name? The lady? Hold on, I'm gonna look for it right now, because I cannot just, like, not say this lady's name. Shelley Duvall. Yeah, he treated her like shit. He was, like, so mean to her, so horrible, and he's like, well, I can't trust that she'll actually be terrified and good at screaming on command in the movie. She's a fucking actress, bitch. That's her fucking job. Disgusting. How fucking awful. Like, go fuck yourself.
Horror novels are good too. Have you ever read Stephen King? He's the one who wrote The Shining. I try to read other authors too.
What's happening? What are you doing, Carmilla? I actually am reading a horror novel right now. It's actually really, really good. But I hate YA, so I forget that they're teenagers until like someone says something and I'm like, oh god, it made me cringe. I want to fucking kill myself. But hey, it's really good. I actually have like an hour and 40 something minutes left, so I can't wait to finish it. I stopped myself.
I'm sorry. I'm rambling.
Bruh, I would never catch myself. I talk so much. That's why I started a fucking Twitch channel. No one can stop me from talking. She didn't look bothered. Her eyes hadn't glazed over like I had seen so often before. People glaze over when you talk about horror. That's fucking crazy. What do you mean? I feel like talking about movie genres is so universal. What else are you gonna talk about? Like, you don't, like, how can you not? If I'm gonna yap, might as well stream. Exactly how I feel. I'm gonna talk, might as well find someone who would sit there and be like, you're so right, queen, keep going. But who glazes over when talking about horror movies? That's literally insane. I have never met someone who like glazed over when I was talking about horror movies. That's crazy. Like, do you not talk about genre, like movie genres? Like, that's insane. Like, I'm not a very big action movie person, but I even like am interested in learning the nuances of an action movie and like how they set up all these explosions and like, you know, the stunt guy, like accidents and all these other, it's like they're so interesting. What do you mean? That's crazy. You know, I feel like this is probably, I don't know actually when this is made, because I was thinking like, I feel like this probably changed because like when Marvel came out, when Marvel did like their thing, like there's like new things to talk about with movies. You can be like all the original source material, you can be like all the comparisons, you're now more cognizant of directors and like casting and like, you know, acting ability and like time on screen, and like you can like talk more and more and more. I feel like that's weird that someone will glaze over when talking about a genre. Like genre is actually really, really fucking cool when you like go into the minutia of a genre. Or the people who only want to talk about themselves, they don't care about what you're talking about. That's crazy.
I enjoy horror. No, I prefer romance.
Oh my god, me too. I love a good rom-com, bitch. She reached over and picked something off of my shirt.
I think I enjoy listening to you talk about horror more than I enjoy anything else.
Oh my god, she's blushing. I've never seen her blush before. Oh my god, when she's blushing, we've achieved something, lads.
So,
my voice cracked. She was just so close. It made me nervous. But like a good nervous?
what cool vampire powers do you have?
Wait, no! Oh my god, you should talk about Lost Boys. The Warriors isn't a horror movie. I mean, it's supposed to be very horrific for the dirty shoes. When they zoomed down to the poor girl's feet, when she had open-toe shoes after walking around in the sewers and the train tunnels, I wanted to cry for her. I was like, oh, your feet are on fire and they're that dirty, and the New York subway system has a 1% bacteria that is not found in the periodic table. We have human eating germs on our bodies right now. Not yes, mommy. Oh my god, Rick. I got the plague. No, they probably did. Listen, I love her, so I hope she didn't, but like, that was awful. I feel so, that was a horror to me. Like, when I saw the shoes, I was like, oh my god, we did all this.
Well, I can see very recent memories. I heal fast,
really?
and I'm pretty strong and quick.
No, the recent memories thing is actually kind of cool. So wait. So like, how recent are we talking? She seemed to think it over. She tapped her chin thoughtfully.
I don't age, which is fabulous.
Damn, I wish. I could keep scaring people the more. I'm like, I'm 50, I'm 40, I'm 60, I'm 70. Yes, mommy. Oh my god, stop it. I should probably find the Mamacita one. I'm a mommy. Mamacita? I already go out with a person exactly like her. The thing's not finished well. Oh my god! Damn! Rick's like, that's my woman right there. That's my lady. That is my lady right there. Damn. Big old titties and everything. I nodded. Other than the memory thing, it was all typical vampire stuff.
Can you fly?
Yeah, that was what Janice asked actually before. She laughed.
No, But oh, wouldn't that be wicked?
I'm actually afraid of heights, so it would be the worst superpower for me. Sorry, I don't see just titty. I see the heart. Wow, okay, so I'm the slut then. I'm the bad person. We got a gentleman here. I'm the one who's in the gutter. She placed the hand on my knee and I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah.
That was all I could manage. I took another sip of my drink. What else do you talk about on a date? Wait a fucking second. Dora the Explorer? Wait, what? Is that the voice for Anime Titty? I didn't know. It had been so long since I've been on one. Your character is Dora. Mina looks just like Dora. Oh my god, no! I didn't even clock that. Damn, she exploring these titties now. I am being to the character. No, I know. I didn't even clock that she looked like Dora the Explorer. Damn. You know? It's been so long since I've been on one. I was never very good at them.
I'm surprised you haven't asked me if I was willing to turn you.
Oh, I feel like that's like a third date question though.
I already like women.
Look, it's Dora! Oh my god, stop! Wait. What is this statement? She bit her lip, and I had the feeling that she was trying not to laugh. Yeah.
I meant into a vampire, but that is good to hear.
Oh my god, I made her blush again. Yes, bitches! We're winning her over with blushes. Wait, history. Hold on. She did the speed pose. Hold on. Damn it, her titties are like right there. And turn you. Oh, that's what she meant. Okay, I see. I felt her hand slide up my thigh as her fingers drum a small tune. Oh my god, I was like with me when the cosplayer grabbed my hand and was caressing my face. I was like, bitch, I need you to stop.
Vampire? I didn't really think of it.
Would you like me to tell you exactly how it's done?
Speed, my mom is homeless. Wait, she moved her hand higher! Damn, are we gonna come right here? My goodness. What were we talking about? Bitch, who hell if I know? She's getting closer, bitches! I'm so scared! I couldn't focus on anything with the way she was looking at me and touching me. I glanced down at her lips, painted with a dark red lipstick. That's red? Okay, interesting. I could see the glint of white fangs.
Well,
I don't know. She was asking me a question. Shit, I nodded, not trusting myself to speak. What were we agreeing to? My goodness, woman, how closer can you be? She grinned and leaned in close to whisper against my ear. I shuddered at the sensation of her breath against my skin.
first, I would soften the skin with my tongue.
Oh my. Sorry, mommy. Sorry, I know. I was like, she licked the tip of my ear, and I practically jumped out of the seat. I probably would have screamed. I almost spilled my drink everywhere.
Sorry.
I like to be direct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I like you, Mina.
We did it, bitches.
I like you too.
Let's get on. She reached over and pulled me closer to her again. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, one hand on my hip and another began to rub circles on the back of my neck.
So then, you wouldn't mind terribly if I kissed you?
Oh my god, yes, let's do it. I've been begging for this. I glanced around the room, but no one was really looking at us. Bitch, do it. Do make sure everyone fucking sees. If they were, did it matter? This was a bar, no, not church or something. I nodded. Yes, I would very much like kissing now. I leaned forward without another word and pressed my lips against. Wait, she leaned forward without another word and pressed her lips against mine. I felt my eyelids flutter close. Give me a picture, picture. Come on. I could hear, ooh, nice music. I could hear the throbbing music in the bar. Some grungy rock song I didn't know. I actually really like the song. Carmilla tasted sharp like copper. There was also the hint of something quite sweet. Her hair was as soft as I imagined. I felt surrounded by strawberry fields. It must have been her shampoo. No picture! That's fucking homophobic. There you go. How could you not give me a picture of them kissing? She pulled away and giggled, moving to kiss the side of my face and then drift to my throat. Actually, hold on. Bitches, we might be getting somewhere.
Are you going to bite me?
I asked, dazed.
Do you want me to?
Oh my god! Oh my goodness! I felt the tips of her fangs brush gently against my skin, icy and severe. Despite a small voice telling me bitten was probably not a good idea, I couldn't help but think, yes, I wanted her to bite me. I want her to bite me badly. She's so white. Her breath was hot despite the otherwise coolness of her skin and mouth.
Yes.
There was a sharp scrape of her fangs against my skin and then a quick prick. It only hurt for a moment. Afterwards, I felt a slow, heavy warmth come over me. It lasted only briefly before she pulled away to smile at me. Just a touch of blood at the corner of her lips. She looks really hot with blood coming out of her mouth. I laughed, feeling a bit drunk.
You taste amazing. I was afraid I'd take too much.
Oh my god. Yeah. She winked at me. I had a feeling she was just trying to flatter me. I nodded. The skin was a bit sore where she had bitten me. I touched the area gingerly, but it wasn't actually bleeding. Just a small dribble of blood. The giddy drunk feeling was fading. I know I hadn't had that much yet. My glass was more than half full.
Why did I feel a bit lightheaded?
You got blood sucked out of you, bitch. Of course you felt lightheaded. She shrugged.
I don't know. Humans tend to feel that way when we feed on them.
She smirked. She smirked. I smirked. My goodness. I smirked. She did not look like she cared about any type of scientific explanation. But I couldn't help but be curious. That was for another night, though. No, we're gonna fuck. We're fucking, all right? We're gonna make love to this beautiful lady. She was moving in to kiss me again. Oh my god. The joke I made to Devil about I don't know if there's any blood in her mouth. And there is. We're kissing with blood in her mouth. So I had better So I had better things to occupy my mind. Yes, we did. All right, don't be homophobic now. Give me a picture. I want a CG. I want bitches kissing. We had a wonderful evening. It started to get late, and I had work in the morning. Even though I knew I would be exhausted, I hesitantly said my goodbyes. I would have stayed longer if I didn't feel almost ready to fall asleep. I wondered if I would see her again. 1 year later? Bitch. I see her once a year? Bitch. I would have forgotten she existed. I sat at the computer and pretended to work. I had only been waiting for the sun to go down. Then when it did, I waited a bit longer, then a bit longer. I was running out of things to pretend to do. No matter how long I waited, she didn't show up. Not Carmilla, not even Elizabeth. I thought for sure they maybe come around again on Halloween night, but I suppose they had really found an alternative source. It had been what I wanted, right? So after the night with Carmilla, the night had gone wonderfully, but afterwards we didn't exchange numbers or anything. I kept hoping she'd stop by, but she never did. I sighed and shut down the computer. So you're telling me we didn't even have sex with her? You couldn't have a one-night stand with a beautiful lady? The window was empty. No! And no one tapping seductively at the glass. I hung up my lab coat and walked out towards the front. The doorway was also empty. No one knocking with purpose at this late hour. I knew I could go to Bloodlust and see if Carmilla was around, but that just felt so desperate. If she had wanted to see me, she would have. I sighed. It was fine. There are plenty of other women out there, and one day I would find the right one. She probably won't be a vampire. I dug into my pocket and pulled out my ticket for a midnight showing of The Bride of Chucky. Thank you, Rick, for the hydrate. Oh, God. Whew. Nothing would cheer me up faster than a good horror movie, and the trailer had made it look like a fun time. I'd even marathon the previous Chucky movies to prepare. I smiled a little to myself and tucked the ticket back into my pocket. There was no reason to wait around here anymore. I locked up and left. The end? Are you kidding me? No! When I said toxic Yuri, I wanted us to be crazy together. No! There was no, I didn't get any CG. All of you guys are liars. You evil people. All of you. Or did I just not get a good ending? God, there better be a good ending. Oh, you're evil. Evil creatures. Hamsters? Did you see that before? Okay, oh. Hold on. I locked up and left. Oh, what happened? I guess I accidentally did something. Damn it. Well, so mean. I don't think I got a good ending. I think I fucked up in a way. I just don't know how. Let me see. What's this game called? Not Living Dead, Lesbian. There you go. There's a wiki? Damn, bitches love this so much. There's a whole ass wiki. Never mind, there's no wiki. I thought it was. trying to see if there's a guide, because how dare this? All right, we gotta do this again, bitches. We gotta do this again, because how dare us not, you know, be in a relationship with our girly. This is ridiculous. You know what? I think it all starts. I think we should have gotten a sex on the beach. I feel that's what it was. Okay, so let's actually do this all over again. Hold on, let me see it. Did my thingy load? It didn't load. I'm trying to like get to the website, but like the website isn't loading. It's unfortunate. Not people also asking, is the lesbian vampire show canceled? What lesbian vampire show? No, the host isn't. Aww. The website itself is down. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. Okay, guys, we're left to our own devices. We gotta figure this out all on our own. All right, we saw all this. Oh, wrong button. How do I fast forward? Hold on. Bitches. It should be me. Oh my god. Excuse me. It should be you seducing these vampire ladies. I believe in Rick. I think Rick can do it. Let me see. Where is, how do I skip? No, these are options. Where's the help button? There it is. Oh, control skips dialogue. Wow, okay. All right. I mean, it's the Twilight Saga, but good. Like, listen, this is great. We got pretty ladies. No one's brooding and being annoying about things. We got this, okay? One of them wearing a corset. Her belly button is in a weird location, but it's okay. Yeah, this one. She likes that one. All this dialogue. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do another. I'm pretty sure Carmilla wants me to go outside. So I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna do all Carmilla. And let's see if all of the Carmilla choices will give me a different ending. So we're gonna go outside. I wasn't afraid. I'd just go outside. I stepped out with only a moment of hesitation and looked from one to the other.
Okay, now what?
Carmilla stepped closer, placed her hand on my shoulder, and looked deeply into my eyes. For a moment, I felt like I was supposed to go in for a hug, but that would have been awkward, right?
You have pet rats at home. 3 friendly little things with quite embarrassing names.
Embarrassing? I already think I'll kill you. I watch you sleep. I am a brutal assassin. This coming from a girl is a dream. Well, wait, so you want a girl to do this to you? I'm a brutal assassin. I watch you sleep. I already think I'll kill you. Boys are so funny. Well, you know, you sound like me. I'm defending yanderes actually, so I can't even judge.
Freddy, Jason, and Chucky are cool names.
Freddy, Jason, and Chucky? That's crazy. I pouted. I had actually been very proud of those names. Wait.
How did you know that?
Vampire powers.
They're so cute. This picture is adorable. You stay with your her thing and I stay with mine. Stop. Listen, we just like dangerous, murderous people. Listen, I can agree to that. Listen, we shake on that. We shake on the crazy. It's more fun when someone's a little bit too crazy, a little too insane. You know, when someone else doesn't take their meds properly, it's kind of fun. No, take your meds, please.
Samantha has nothing on me, my love. I can see your last happy memory. You were playing with them before you came to work today.
Who's Samantha? I nodded, convinced. I stepped back inside. I thought they would follow me, but they didn't. It looked like Elizabeth was telling the truth about the invitation thing.
Okay, I believe you both. About the vampire thing. That is...
My legs hurt. They just won't relax. Sorry. Have you seen like me moving around? You see you're squeaking. It's probably just me trying to adjust my legs. Like I feel so restless. Like it's kind of annoying. I can't even sit down properly. All right, so we reread this. All right, so we're gonna continue. We're gonna get Carmilla to fall in love with us because I need this. Okay, so I think she wants us to get a sex on the beach. That's what I think she wants. Oh, it's not. Okay, hold on. Yes, is there a better option? Virgin mojito.
Interesting choice.
I know. On it. Oh, she didn't. Oh, from the tone of her voice, she did not fucking like that. Bloody Mary.
That's the bar's signature drink, you know.
Okay, cool. We know the old fashioned. Okay, so I'm gonna stick to sex on the beach. Carmilla giggled and then she winked at me.
Coming right up.
Damn, she's like, I'm gonna fuck you. Don't you worry, bitch. We getting down and dirty tonight. I swallowed uneasily. The suggestion had sounded cooler in my head. It sounds cooler in everyone's head, and then they have to take a sip. It is the most horrific thing you ever drank.
I like girly drinks.
Hell yeah, brother. So do I. I was complaining and crying that it didn't have anything fruity. I wasn't sure she liked my joke until she smiled at me.
One drink coming right up.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Let me see. Tell her an awesome story. I think she would like. We did this one. Oh, she wants a story.
Did you know rats didn't cause the spread of the bubonic plague?
What do you mean by that? I also know that because the bubonic plague was already spreading, but they were having wars, so people were dying, like obviously in the wars, because obviously a war, but also the plague. So some places were boarding up their towns. So when enemies came, you know, to do the war, and they couldn't go through the gates. What they did was they had all their dead people who had the plague, and they put them on catapults, and they catapulted them over the fucking gate. And because their bodies, because when you read about how like what happens to the body in the plague, they basically become like these soft, mushy things. So when they catapulted them over the fucking gate, they exploded when they landed, spreading the bubonic plague even worse. That was crazy when I learned. I was like, oh my god, that's awful. Like everyone did the worst things possible to make this fucking disease spread even worse.
Oh?
It was fleas and bad hygiene.
Exactly. They would always throw their poop outside. Why would you throw your poop outside? That's nasty. Who cares if it's not in your house? It's also outside of your front lawn. It's disgusting. Dispose of your poop in a different location. She nodded. Maybe that was a weird thing to bring up. I smiled.
You really like rats, don't you?
Yeah, they have a bad reputation. It's totally not fair.
That's crazy. I hate rats. She reached over and placed her hand over my own. My thoughts screeched to a halt. Her skin was soft and not cold, but not warm either.
Totally not fair. I bet they're as darling as you.
I hate Russ.
Yeah.
I love. Oh, there is a rat on her shirt. That's so cute. I glanced away, not really sure what to say. I should change the topic before I explode. I lowered my voice.
Are you allowed to tell me about how you turn into a vampire?
Let me see. Hold on. Options. Okay. Hopefully that will skip. Okay. Wait, hold on. What happened before? Okay. My passion for horror. Ready?
Do you
wait.
want me to? Do you?
Are you going... Are you...
Okay, wait. Okay, moving close to this side of my face.
Are
Okay,
you
okay.
going to bite me?
I asked.
Do you want me to?
Okay, I feel the tip of her fangs brush gently against my skin, icy and severe, despite a small voice telling me being bitten was probably I wanted her, thing is, yes, I wanted her to bite me. I wanted her to bite me badly. Her breath was hot, but despite the overly coolness of her skin and mouth. Oh, this is new stuff that we haven't heard.
Yes.
There was a sharp scrape of her fangs against my skin, then a quick prick. It only hurt for a moment. Afterward, I felt a slow, heavy warmth over me. It lasted only briefly before she pulled away to smile at me. Just a touch of blood at the corner of her lip. I laughed, feeling a bit drunk.
You taste amazing. I was afraid I'd take too much.
Oh, wrong button. Sorry. She winked at me. I had a feeling she was just trying to flatter me. I nodded. This one's a bit sore. Okay, I read this first. Oh my goodness! I skipped too much! Wait, it was supposed to. This is why I hate these options, because they don't actually work. I want them to skip seen text, not unseen text. Like, why would you do that? Like, I hate. That just pissed me off. This story with blood. My dress more half full.
Why did I feel a bit lightheaded?
She shrugged.
I don't know. Humans tend to feel that way when we feed on them.
I smirked. She did not look like she cared about any type of scientific information, but I couldn't help but be curious. That was for another night, though. She was moving in to kiss me again, and I had better things to occupy my mind. We had a wonderful evening. It was starting to get late, and I had to work in the morning. Even though I knew I would be exhausted, I hesitantly said my goodbyes. I would have stayed longer, but I didn't feel. But I would have stayed longer if I didn't feel almost ready to fall asleep. I wonder if I would ever see her again. 1 year later.
You're taking forever.
Oh my god!
I'm almost done.
Come on. This place makes me hungry.
She's like, please, I cannot control myself. I need to leave.
I know. Just one more.
What are you doing? I finished logging off the computer system and then turned everything off. Camilla waited for me, wearing her favorite outfit, the same one she had worn when I had first met her. I almost couldn't believe it had been a year. Oh my god, been dating for a year? Yay! She swayed around the room, impatient, but not agitated. The past year had been such a whirlwind. Lots of parties, lots of late nights at her bar. Something was always going on when Carmilla was involved. Our time together had always been an enjoyable rush.
We go to Bloodlust all the time. Why are you in such a rush?
Wouldn't you like to know?
What's in Bloodlust? Oh my god. Her voice was breathy and it made the hair in the back of my neck stand. Oh my god! I'm so excited. I cleared my throat.
Well, I'm ready. What are you waiting for?
Her eyes lit up the way they usually did when she had gotten her way. A pleasant sight. She took my hand and dragged me out of the clinic happily. I almost didn't have time to lock up. Oh, what was that? Okay, we stepped into the bar and immediately I knew something was up. The place was empty.
Where is everyone?
Yeah. I would have been nervous, but Camilla was as calm as ever. I followed her inside. All right, a posture check from Rick. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh, shit, let me just. My goodness. Okay. I am now seated upright. Like you should be. She moved with uncanny grace. She can suck all my blood if she let me. You know what? Forget. No! Say what you wanted to say with your whole chest, Rick. What do you want with your whole chest? Never. Oh my god. I'm not gonna be jailed today. What were you gonna do? Rick, don't be a scoundrel now. She moved with uncanny grace. I couldn't help but wonder if it was even possible for her to trip. Probably not. I was just about to say she let me suck in compensation. Damn, you want booby? Damn. Rick want to be in those titties like the rest of us. Okay, that's the cringiest thing I ever wrote. I ain't never writing again. No. Yeah, okay. Probably not. What's happening? What's
I
happening?
closed the bar.
Uh-huh.
Isn't Halloween a huge night for this place?
Yeah, money. How could you? It was also a Saturday.
Hush.
She sat me in her favorite booth, the one that's always mysteriously empty. There was no sign. People just seemed to know not to sit there. She handed me a key. I looked it over. It was very rusty.
Thank you.
Move in with me.
We're moving in together! Oh my god! Yo, lesbians move closer than this. Wow. We should have moved in 2 weeks into us dating. I can't believe it took a whole year. She sounded like she could barely contain herself. I looked up at her. I'd been to Carmilla's house before. It was a gigantic old mansion littered with cobwebs and ancient clutter. I mean, antique clutter. Are we not gonna clean this? We need to clean this. There was a cheerful old lady who shuffled around as a housekeeper, but she didn't keep the place up as well as she should. Leave her alone. The place practically screamed, "A vampire lives here," in large neon sign.
Move in with you.
Yes!
She hugged me. I smiled and made a show of putting the key on my keyring. I try not to think about all of the cleaning I would need to do to feel comfortable there.
This is a big step. Are you really sure you want a human cluttering up the place?
She grinned and sat beside me.
I was thinking we could change you. Tonight.
Really? She opened her mouth and showed her fangs. We talked about it before. I had finally made up my mind that I'd like to be a vampire, but didn't expect it to happen now.
Maybe.
I looked down at my body. Is this the way I wanted to look for all eternity? Oh, you know what? I get you. Like, damn, I'd be very upset too. It's like, wait a minute, hold on. Do I want to like have this thing that I don't like forever? Carmilla tipped my chin up so I could look at her.
You look amazing as you are. If you'd like to wait, though, we can. I just thought tonight would make it poetic.
It would. She shrugged. Carefree as always.
What about you, though? Where will you get your blood? Where will I?
I thought about that. What if we did your idea? The Blood Clinic Cafe thing?
Blood Clinic Cafe? Wait. How would this work?
Oh, Carmilla, come on. It's a neat idea, but in execution...
Honestly, yeah, I'm trying to think about it. I'm like, how would the fuck would this work? I shook my head. The idea was to run a blood clinic, but then give the blood to vampires. There were laws and health codes, and she kissed me, and I forgot my worries. Oh, that would do it. Sometimes I wondered if that was a special vampire power, or just her power over me. I sighed.
Don't worry so much.
Things always just worked out when I was with Carmilla. I nodded. Why wait?
All right, let's do it. How was it done?
She clapped her hands together in excitement and smiled sweetly.
I drink a lot more than I usually do.
Oh.
Then I give you some of my blood.
Oh.
Like in practically every vampire movie we've seen?
Hey, they get something right, all right? We needed to make sure the other stuff was like off kilter.
Basically. It won't feel great, but then it's over and...
Voila! The undead! She held her arms out.
Ta-da! Vampire!
I love her.
I feel like you're underselling the part that sucks.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt like hell, bitch.
Well, you've seen the movies.
Yeah, you seen the interview with the vampire? That man was screaming for 24 hours straight. He was dying. Lestat did not care. He's like, bitch, just shut the fuck up, okay? Your body's dying. Calm down. You'll be fine. She looked down for a moment, then back at me. I knew I can trust her. She never once done anything to hurt me.
All right, let's get this over with. Here? Is here all right?
I was starting to feel a little less enthusiastic. The dread of the bad bits hung over. The dread of the bad bit hung over me. Still, get it over with already.
Yes.
Oh my god. We're in love. I sat down on Carmilla, and Carmilla made sure that I was comfortable. She pushed the hair away from my neck and gently kissed my skin for a moment until I felt myself relax. I know what's happening! The sting of her fangs was something I had gotten used to over the last year, but this time it was different. It's as if they had sunk in deeper. Stop, Rick! My god! Damn. Oh my god. I gasped for breath, as if I felt my body becoming heavier and warmer. The room began to spin. Things grew dark. My heart pounded against my chest as if it was trying to escape my ribcage. The throbbing moved to my head, and then I couldn't breathe. This was the bad part, wasn't it? This episode of Dora is really something. Stop calling her Dora. Leave her alone. I tried to open my mouth and suck in oxygen, but I couldn't. I moved my hands uselessly, trying to communicate with Carmilla what was happening, but I was too weak. She held me against her tightly, as if knowing my panic. My lungs were burning. A small voice tried to remind me that I had wanted this. My human survival instinct sent my mind reeling. Then everything just went dark, and there was nothing. No light, no darkness, no sound, no sense of being. It wasn't like floating in blackness, but like falling asleep and knowing you would never wake up again. Ceasing to be. It was terrifying. And my eyes opened. Pain arched from the base of my skull and shot down my spine. The coldness slowly spread out and the pain subsided. I collapsed into the booth, breathing heavily.
It's all right. It will be all right.
I could finally hear her. Had she been whispering reassuring things this whole time? I moved my tongue. There was a taste in my mouth, a pleasant metallic taste. I didn't remember drinking her blood, but I must have. I used a headphone. Oh my gosh, you must have heard her. Ah, like real loud.
It's going away. The feeling.
My family probably heard the girls. Oh my god, no. I felt a little dazed, but managed to sit up a bit and look at her.
You'll be feeling much, much better very soon.
Despite her calm voice, I could see the strain of worry glint across her face before melting into relief. After a few long minutes, I was able to sit up, then stand up. I was able to move and bend with ease. There was no ache and no resistance in any of my actions. I hadn't realized how limiting my body had been before. I stretched. It felt so good to twist and pull at my muscles without any defiance from my bones. Damn, I wonder how much that feels. Oh, that must feel so good.
I feel amazing.
Wish my body could feel that good. Carmilla kissed me. I wrapped my arms around her and paused when I realized she no longer felt like a moving statue.
Fun, isn't it?
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. Ah! What happened? I pulled her back down into the booth and onto her lap. We kissed desperately with a bubbling giddiness. She was rougher in the way she began to tug at my shirt. Put at the top. Why is there no picture? You bitches are so fucking mean for not giving me a picture of them kissing, of them getting down and dirty. Like, I need pictures. This is literally a hate crime. And this is racially motivated. Like, I feel like, how care you bitches? How can you even not give this to me? I pulled at the top of the, she began to tug at my shirt. I pulled at the top of the clasp of her corset, usually something that gave me no end of trouble, but this time one yank was all it took. I heard a pop and suddenly the corset was in my hands and not in Carmilla's. She looked down at me, eyes wide, and a wicked smile. I would have apologized for ruining her corset, but she ripped my own shirt in half immediately after. Damn, we're ready, we're desperate. I felt a whisper of air against my exposed skin. With movement easier than it had ever been before, I managed to push her onto her back. We fell onto the sticky floor of the bar. Ew, okay, no, I'm out. That's nasty. No! That's disgusting! In a tangle of limbs. There, in bloodlust, on the dirty floor of her bar, we ravaged each other. Oh no. I love me just like, ew, never mind. No, that's disgusting. We ravaged each other with a passion she had always been too careful to show me before. I knew that we were equal in a way we had never been before, and almost regretted that we had taken so long to change me into a vampire. I had been reborn. My new life will begin with quite honestly, the love of my life. We whispered romantic affirmations through our moans of pleasure while we enjoyed the empty bar. The end. Yay! Ah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful, guys. Ah, that was so wonderful. I loved it. I loved it so. I love being romanced by her. It was so cute. I loved it. All right, but now we need to romance the blue one. She's not my type. She will be someone's type, and that's what we're gonna completionist. We're being completionists here, so we're gonna do everyone. All right, hold on. Okay, I just want one of them. Oh god, that was needed. Okay, what is this? Oh, I moved Xavier. I moved my Xavier standee, and now his titties are blocking some words. Ugh. But it's okay. I like looking at his titties. He should be there. Okay, so let's start again. Another girl this time. Okay, we're gonna skip everything again. Okay, we're gonna do all the blue ones. So no thanks, strange lady.
I am not interested in going out with strange women who tap on windows late at night.
But she's so pretty though. Even if the woman was kind of hot. Not kind of. The bitch is hot.
Please, dear one, let me come in.
Oh, I couldn't do that. Oh my god, burping. I'm so sorry. Okay. There we go. Open the door. Okay, now we're gonna save here. Now, the person we're gonna date is what's her name? Elizabeth. There we go. Elizabeth cleared her throat. I'm so sorry, Carmela. Wait for me.
So, you still got lots of work to do tonight?
I sort of do, but I think I'm going to put it off until morning.
Is that wise?
Yes and no. The boss wouldn't want me staying this late all by myself. She'd be worried about my safety.
Was she? Bosses usually suck. In fact, she has specifically told me I should go home. About 4 hours ago. Why didn't you go home? Look, no one gotta tell me twice. This is when I end. I'm out. I'm bouncing. I'm not here. I don't do overtime. I don't do extra days. No, I start from this time to this time. I'm gone.
Right. If you're about to leave work anyway, perhaps you'd like to join me for a drink?
Oh my god, so sorry. I thought about the horror movies that were waiting for me. But how could they hold any appeal against a real life vampire? Right here. Besides that, she was totally my type. The glasses, the sports jersey, those adorable freckles. I smoothed the shirt I wore under my lab coat down a bit. Clean thoughts, Nina. Come on.
Yeah, I'd love to. I mean, I would like to get a drink. Just let me close everything up.
May I come in?
Damn, I don't know about that. I paused. She noted my hesitation and lifted her hands innocently.
I'm just curious about the clinic. You can say no. I am happy to wait for you here.
I thought it over for a moment. She had the blood. She seemed friendly and genuinely curious. There was no inner voice trying to warn me. In fact, it was very adamantly encouraging me.
All right, come on in. Just don't touch anything. I don't want to get fired.
Yeah, bitch. Look at me fired now. I watched to see if anything exciting happened when I verbally allowed her inside. It did not. No sparks or magic. She just stepped inside as if the barrier had never been there to begin with, though it clearly had. I tried not to be disappointed. She followed me to the back room, quietly taking in everything around her as she walked. Was she looking at me? I was glad I wore my favorite shirt today. I sat at the computer and started to close down the software, making sure to save my progress.
This is not at all what I imagined.
What do you mean?
What did you imagine?
I guess I thought there would be blood on the floor and restraints to hold people down.
Why would you think that? I looked at her horrified.
What?
She laughed.
I'm kidding. I just thought it would look more like a hospital. This looks more inviting.
I chuckled. I shouldn't have fallen for that so easily.
Oh, I really thought you were serious.
I thought you were serious too, bitch.
Maybe I watched too much horror.
You like horror movies?
Yes, I love them.
What is your favorite one?
Oh, what's my favorite horror movie? I'm sorry, I'm taking off my earrings. Oh, what's my favorite horror movie? Oh my god, that's a hard question. That's a hard question. I really don't know. I like so many. That's a hard question. What's my favorite horror movie? I wouldn't know. I have to think about that. I paused and it had to take a deep breath. How could I pick? Oh my god, me and her are the same boat. Oh my god, you're right. Bram Stoker's Dracula is so good. You got Winona Ryder. You got fucking I was gonna say a different fucking I was gonna say a different man. Hold on. Hold on. Excuse you. Give me my. There you go. Hold on. Yeah, you got Winona Ryder. You got Keanu Reeves. Bruh, you got Anthony Hopkins. Like, this is such a stellar cast. The movie was so fucking good. Like, this one, and I feel like, at least for right now, because again, I feel like my favorite horror movie changes so much. I think for right now, my favorite horror movie will probably be Nosferatu. I really liked their take on the vampire in there. I thought it was really, really interesting. And I loved that it was a battle between the beauty and the monster. And like, I really love that, because usually whenever it has, I still think about that movie too. Like, I really love how usually in those movies, the male lead, right? Like that's not the monster. The male lead is very much like this bumbling idiot who like can't do anything right. But like, I feel like they're very much like, I feel like every single person in that movie was so wonderful and so like tragically pitiful at the same time. Because like, speaking of the male lead, like, he loves her so much. He is willing to fight a monster for her, and she knows that, and she loves him so much that she lies to him so that she can kill the monster so it won't kill him. And that is such like a wonderful act of devotion and love that I feel like is very much undercut when everyone's like, oh my god, Nosferatu is so sexy, like, oh, I would choose him. It's just like, you're missing the point. Like, you're missing the disgusting, oppressive, and consuming of the love that Nosferatu is providing, and not this wonderful like tenderness, acceptance, patience and devotion that her husband is actually giving. Like, everyone calls her all of these names. They're like, oh, she's disgustingly sickly. And he's like, don't fucking talk about my wife that way. Yeah, she's sick. And leave her alone. Like, he accepts all of her like neuroses. He's going to fight. He's like, this man is trying to get my woman. I will fight a monster. I have never fought a monster before. I am fighting a monster because no one's gonna touch her. She is suffering and I will help her. And he's not this bumbling any idiot in the way. He is actively he's actively trying to help her. And that is such a pity because he will die. And it's so sad and upsetting. Every single character, every single plot thread, it's so upsetting. And I love what she did for him. And it's so wonderful. And the torture she has been through until marriage. Exactly. He does bring her that peace. And this disgusting monster ruins that for her. And I love, like, at the very end, again, with these girls, like, oh my god, I wish she's Nosferatu. I love that at the very end, the directors give you this disgusting, grotesque image of their naked bodies together. Because just like, this is what you want, bitch. You see this disgusting, like, thing that looks like it smells like 1,000 suns? That's what you want. That's nasty. It's like, oh god. I love that movie so much. I want to see something cool, like a very classic movie, or like an obscure movie, or like a movie that no one really watches, like a cult classic. I want to be like, there's a part of me that wants to be kind of cool. Like, oh my god, let me tell you about this obscure movie you never heard of before. But like, I really can't deny how much I really love Nosferatu. That's my current favorite horror movie. I'm pretty sure it'll change when I rewatch another horror movie that I've never watched in fucking years. Or like something else, but like that's my current favorite horror movie. I'm gonna say, okay, hold on, save, because we don't know. I feel like she'll like Night of the Living Dead. I feel like Bram Stoker's Dracula is very much a Carmilla thing. Let's see. Oh, you like Bram Stoker's Dracula?
I always thought vampires were pretty cool.
Same, bitch. I was obsessed with vampires. It would have been embarrassing admitting it, but Elizabeth only smiled reassuringly.
The Dracula movie that came out a few years ago? It's so over the top and cheesy.
All right, hold on.
I love it.
I fucking knew
I
it.
think
This
it's
is
the best
not
adaptation I've seen.
I fucking knew it. This is not present day. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it when I mentioned it before. Just a few years ago. This movie came out in 1992. Bitch, what year is it for you? Is it 95? There is a phone on the wall, but like, oh god, it's 95, isn't it? Or like 2000. Damn, I knew it wasn't modern time. I knew it wasn't modern time because when she kept saying things, I was like, that's really weird of you to say. It's like really weird.
There's also the fact I have the same name as one of the iconic characters.
Oh yeah, you're Mina. Mina is actually really well known because like there was like a chart going around trying to like compare like because the damsels in all of these movies, all of these like stories, I forgot what it's called. Oh god, I'm trying to like remember the college years. But it's like they're trying to like gauge their toughness. That's the best word I can come up with. Like, I honestly forgot what the actual gauge was. It was not toughness. It was something else. Their toughness. The women's toughness. And Mina was ranked #1 because she never fainted. She never faltered. She actually stood head to head and was trying to fight Dracula too. So she was like known as like the #1 like tough girl in all of these like feature horror stories. And I'm talking stories, like the actual written text, not the movies. This is like I'm talking back in the day. So it was this one, Frankenstein. There was like several other ones, and they're like the #1 girl was Mina. Because all the other bitches always fainted, always died early, always like said something really stupid, did something really stupid. Mina was a tough cookie. She never fainted. She never faltered. Like she was tough. I chuckled. What a funny coincidence. She grinned.
I'm quite fond of that one as well.
Really?
I've always really enjoyed movies.
What's your favorite movie?
That's hard. That's a hard thing to ask. I couldn't even answer that one. If I had to answer what my favorite movie was, so many. Okay, one comes to mind, and it's because it's a movie that I put on when I feel down in the dumps, and I want to feel good, and I want to be happy. I feel really sad and depressed. And this movie always makes me feel better. It's called Girls Just Want to Have Fun. It's a very dumb movie. It's a dance movie, but a girl played by Sarah Jessica Parker. So I only know her as Sarah Jessica Parker. She moves to Chicago. She's a military brat, and she's really excited. She's hated moving to all these other like schools, all the other cities, but she's very excited to be in Chicago. Chicago is where they film dance TV. She's gonna audition, and in her auditioning, she ends up simultaneously creating an enemy of the evil popular girl, of the mean evil popular girl, and becoming the dance partner of a rebel without a cause boy, a boy who's a rebel without a cause, and he's also like, lower class. So so a military brat with money and a lower middle class boy work together, dance together, to become regulars on dance TV. And of course, romance ensues. It is so much fun. Like, there's no real big like, oh, the themes, that there's no real big that. It really is just a fun 80s movie where it makes me smile and the songs are so cool and chill. Oh, it's such a fun movie. I think that's my favorite movie. She stared at me for a moment and then looked away. She seemed to be thinking it over and her brows creased.
I can't pick. The last one I really liked was Romeo and Juliet. It was stylized, and I've always enjoyed takes on Shakespeare.
I love Romeo and Juliet also. Fun fact, they actually filmed Romeo and Juliet the way that it would have been performed in Shakespearean times. So you know how, like, can I suggest a visual novel for a future stream? Ooh, what is it? Actually, if you join my Discord, Rick, which should be here. Oh, where is it? Did I put it? I don't think I did. It should be here somewhere. The Discord should be there somewhere. It should be one of those. If you actually go into my Discord, there's actually a place where you can put like recommendations for games. I have a huge game back catalog, so depending on varying things, I will get to it, but you can always put them there. Like right now, Stone has requested bringing back Ace Attorney, so I am working on getting that. I just finished several routes of games I'm currently playing, and someone actually bought me a game, so I want to play that one too because it was paid for, so might as well. Yeah, I'll have to do that one. So yeah, if you have a game to recommend, you can totally put it there because this is a place to chat. And I'm a dummy. I don't like taking screenshots. So like I'm not gonna take a screen. I'm gonna forget to take a screenshot of your recommendation. Might as well put it there. But you can totally suggest one. What was I say? I do. So they filmed it just like they did in Shakespearean times. It's actually really, really cool. Like they actually got people, popular bands, popular singers, and asked them to make like songs exclusively for the movie, which is what happened in Shakespearean times. They would get people to play, songs exclusively like in the middle of the play. They would stop playing and have people perform music, and it was so much fun. It was so cool. I was like, oh my god, this is actually really cool. I gasped. I love Romeo and Juliet.
Were you alive in Shakespeare's time?
Imagine. Elizabeth laughed and shook her head.
No. Oh, wow. Do I really seem that old?
You seem really stuck up. No. You seem really serious. I don't want to be horrible. I'm sorry. You seem really serious.
I thought all vampires were hundreds of years old.
Imagine. I'm sure some of them are. I mean, not all of them. I shrugged and rubbed my palms on my pants.
I am probably only a few years older than you, actually.
When were you turned?
So you're a new vampire.
Basically. Are you disappointed? I was only turned a few years ago, just before I finished my bachelor's.
I would be pissed. I would be pissed.
No, of course not. It's just interesting to learn more about you.
Damn. Damn, she's down bad. Her eyes widened a bit and she turned away.
What did you study in college?
Marine biology. I'm working on my master's degree currently.
Really? Oh, I'm happy that you didn't let that stop you. Because I'd be pissed. I would be pissed. I'm like, I literally have to give up everything now because you motherfuckers. But I'm happy they didn't stop you.
Wow, that's really cool. What are you planning to do after you graduate?
That's true. What are you gonna do? You won't age.
I'd like to be a professor, or focus on ocean life research. I'm particularly interested in sharks.
Oh my god, wait until you hear about Shark Week, bitch. Yo!
Sharks?
Like Jaws, but I didn't say that. I had heard the movie wasn't popular among marine biologists because of the backlash it caused against sharks. You know what? You're kind of right. It's unfortunate. Her eyes lit up, and I could tell it was something she was passionate about.
Did you know that sharks have skin that feels like sandpaper? Tiger sharks might be my favorite. There is still a lot we don't know, though. Like, they will eat anything, even license plates.
Kind of crazy. I wonder, probably a survival thing, but it's kind of crazy. Like they'll just eat anything. Like, does nothing hurt them? Would they not like learn? Like, oh, that shark ate that. Like, we shouldn't eat that.
Goblin sharks are not only pink, but they are also considered living fossils. They were thought to be extinct until 1898.
That's crazy. Oh, not only a pink shark, it's a fossil.
Sharks have existed practically unchanged for something like 400 million years. Can you imagine?
That's crazy. So basically, we are seeing what they used to look like. That's crazy. And did you hear that? There's like, I don't think it's evidence, but like people are like speculating that like dinosaurs actually had fur. Isn't that wild? Oh, also in the ocean, it happened a couple of years ago. They found basically a dinosaur shark in the ocean. It was in a cave this whole time, and I'm like, bro, the ocean is a scary place. How did you find a dinosaur?
Wow, I didn't know that.
I shut the computer off and took out the keys to lock up.
I'm done here. So, where did you want to get a drink?
Now,
Love to hear more shark facts.
the way that she's not letting any of this stop her, she's like, I'm still getting down. She was so smart. I love listening to her talk, and I really wanted to hear more. I'd never known anyone who was into marine biology before.
There is a place that's pretty awesome, just don't tell Carmilla I said that.
Oh my god, we're going. Bitches, we're going to fucking Bloodlust. I'm telling you, she's taking us to Bloodlust. She pushed her glasses up her nose and grinned. I wasn't sure why I would tell Carmilla or why it would matter if I did, but I was happy to oblige.
Okay, let's go.
We headed outside. I locked up and Elizabeth grabbed us a cab to a bar. Oh my god, we're going to Bloodlust. I've never gone inside before, but I had heard plenty of rumors. Mostly about it being a gay bar, but now I wonder if there was more to it than that. Damn, we're gonna see Carmilla. Carmilla's gonna see us cheating on her. No, Carmilla, please. Hold on one second, guys. 1 minute. Yeah, there's no chat voice. I don't really like I don't know. There's no chat. I really don't like to. I know, kind of controversial, but yeah. No, thank you. Maybe one day, but not right now. Hold on. There you go. Okay. I was about to stream. No. My goodness. It's gonna be the Rick show on my Discord. It was pretty crowded inside, but she managed to lead me to a quiet corner. It had a really nice atmosphere there.
This place is nice.
Yeah.
I won't tell Carmilla.
What?
Because you said I shouldn't,
Right, yeah.
I'm nervous. I don't really like this. What's happening? We fell into an awkward silence filled by loud alternative music. What is it with gays and alt music? Speaking as someone who loves alt music. Like, I love this shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, oh wow, I like this song. Like, I love this shit. I can listen to like the atmosphere of like of a guitar and drum. I had suddenly forgotten how to hold a conversation. I had never been good at dating, and it had been a long time since I've been on. I tried to think of something really smooth to say, but couldn't manage it.
I like this song.
Oh, you do? I wouldn't imagine you'd like the alternative. She pointed at.
yeah, it's great.
I hate it here, guys. I don't like this awkwardness. I don't like it here. She smiled and glanced at the bar.
Let me buy you a drink. What would you like?
Good idea. Something to do with my hands right now might help.
Thank you. I'll have a...
Okay, hold on. Painkiller? What's a painkiller? Oh, tequila sunrise. Let's go. Oh my god, I'm about to get fucking wasted on tequila again. I love tequila. Puts me on my ass the next day. Damn. I love tequila.
It's my go-to drink at unfamiliar bars.
Hey, let's go, bitch.
They're very pretty to look at. Not quite the same as the real thing, but it'll do.
They taste pretty good, too.
Exactly.
All right, I'll be back with a drink.
When I don't want to feel things, ooh, give me tequila. She left, and I took a deep breath. It was going well, right? I thought so. Did she look bored? Yeah, probably not. The change in location had messed up the flow of our conversation. Maybe I was just nervous here in the bar. It felt more like a date. I should ask her more questions when she gets back. I glanced out into the crowd and saw her casually making her way through it. She held a tequila sunrise and nothing else. I suppose vampires. She returned and handed me the drink. I took a careful sip and tasted great.
That was fast.
Real fast. She shrugged as if it was no big deal.
I know the bartender.
Oh my god, it's Carmilla, isn't it? That might explain why she didn't have to wait so long as everyone else who were all gathered around the bar.
Really? That's cool.
That reminds me of when I went to a bar and everyone was hated this bartender because she just was not getting anyone's orders. Everyone was there for a long time and they were so mad. I end up going there and she sees me. She's like, oh, what do you have? And I immediately. And I come back to my friend. I'm like, bro, yo, everyone was pissed. Everyone was pissed. And she's not giving me, but I was able to get her. And she's like, well, you're a tall, pretty girl. Like, it's really easy. I was taller than all of them. I was also wearing these really big boots. So it made me taller than everybody. Yo, it was crazy. I was like a foot. It was like, yo, she saw you. And she was like, yeah, this one. Okay, now's your chance to get to know her. Just think of a really insightful question and
I don't want you to think I come here all the time or anything.
Huh?
I mean, I like bars, you know, every now and then. But I prefer a quiet evening at home, you know?
Oh, sure. Me too.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I like to watch horror movies, order takeout, and hang out with my rats.
hang out with my rat. She grinned at me. I kind of had a feeling this wasn't her typical hangout, and I didn't want to say anything.
I didn't know rats were a common pet.
I guess so. Rats!
They are actually the best pet. They are wicked smart, and you can train them like a dog.
Really?
They can play fetch and run obstacle courses. Also, hamsters are assholes.
Okay, that was the thing I was worried about, because in the credits it was like, the thoughts on hamsters is all the thoughts that Mina has on hamsters is not shared by all of us. And I was like, what the fuck does she mean by hamsters? This is what she bursts out laughing, covering her mouth, perhaps to hide her fangs.
Are they really?
You are way more likely to be bitten by a hamster than a rat.
Do you have science to back this up?
Imagine if she did. She smiled as she said it. I couldn't help but notice how attractive she was when she was amused.
Not really, just personal experience. Rats are seriously underrated though. Mine are so sweet and cuddly.
Shwee. I did not need to go into the evil hamster I had as a pet when I was a kid. I'm sure some of them are actually cute and nice, but I need to see it to believe it.
I trust you. I'd love to meet them sometime, if that's all right. See for myself.
I smiled down at my tequila sunrise, trying to ignore the way my heart was fluttering.
Yeah, totally. They're very friendly to new people.
I feel really bad because like she's all flustered and I'm like really not. I'm like, wow, this is a very awkward conversation we're all having together. I cleared my throat and tried to play it cool. I took another drink and tried to think of something not uncool to say. But Elizabeth spoke before I could.
What else do you like? Besides rats and horror movies?
Damn, ladies. She smirked and took a few steps closer to me, probably to hear me better. The music was pretty loud. Okay, hold on. All right. Okay. She says that she loves the different no, she says she likes the different interpretations of Shakespeare. So maybe she likes musical. I feel like vampire. Because I was the one who brought up Bram Stoker. She says she really liked it. Right? I'm gonna say music.
I like music.
Never mind. She did not like musicals. There was vampires. There we go.
Vampires are pretty awesome.
She bit her lip and glanced away.
You're pretty cute, Mina.
I rubbed my arm, feeling embarrassed. I hadn't meant to say it, but I was glad I did. Now, if only I could be brave again, but on purpose.
I think you are too.
She grinned and took another step closer. She reached over and tugged a stray hair behind my ear. She was so close. I could smell coconuts. Oh, was it her shampoo?
I'd really like to kiss you, if that's okay.
We've been having such an awkward conversation. You want to kiss me? Wow. Do I have to be awkward to seduce people? Someone tell me. Someone tell me now. She glanced down at my lips, and I felt my heart go from racing to full on panic. I nodded. It was definitely okay. So I get this picture, but I don't get one of Carmilla and me? I'm upset. The way I racially motivated, I don't know. This is homophobic. I don't know how, but it is. In my world, it is. Because how could you? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. She leaned in to kiss me, and I wrapped my arms around her shoulder. My mind went blank as I felt the brush of her fangs just under the fabric of my shirt. We kissed. Her shirt, right? That's what she said? Why would her? Oh, her fingers. I read fangs. Her fingers on the. Okay. Okay. We kissed until I felt like my knees would give out. Then I pulled away. She began to kiss my cheek and then nibbled on my earlobe. Don't touch there. I gasped at the way it felt and suddenly wondered if there were eyes on us. If there were, did I care? I felt the wetness of a tongue on my throat, and that stopped me cold. I desperately anticipating what might come next. But Elizabeth pulled away.
Oh, I wasn't going to bite you.
Thank God. She looked concerned. Maybe she thought my reaction was from fear.
You weren't?
The way that your ass is down bad immediately is crazy to me. I smoothed down my shirt. I could still feel the gentle way she had caressed me.
Did you want me to?
Oh,
Did you want her to? At that moment, I had, which was a bit odd. No, at that moment I had, which was a bit odd. I'd never wanted someone to bite me before. Was it because I knew she was a vampire? I don't think I wanted someone, but someone did mid coitus. I was gonna say coitus. You know what I mean? They bit my neck. No, a shoulder. It did intensify things. I did like it. At that moment, okay, okay, right.
I can if you'd like.
Damn. Again, we just met. Do lesbians go this quick? The rumor is lesbians just go this quick. They're like, wow, we met 2 weeks, we're married. We're moving in. Sharing a U-Haul. I was like, what the fuck? I felt my face grow incredibly hot. Now it just felt awkward. Still.
Would it hurt?
Probably.
It only hurts for a moment at first, and then it actually feels pretty nice.
She pushed her glasses up the bridge of her nose.
I believe something in the fangs or saliva activates when it's mixed with blood that causes a euphoric effect, similar to morphine.
Interesting.
Oh.
That was fascinating. Were their fangs hollow? Was there a chemical in their saliva?
Additionally, the saliva causes the blood to be thinned, so it flows easier. However, if I lick the wound, it'll close quicker than normal.
Oh, that's good to hear.
What an interesting reaction.
I know! I'd like to study it, but most vampires don't really care about the phenomena. They're just happy it works.
I would care. I'd be like, oh, I want to know why.
They tell me to just pretend it's magic. Ha!
Wow.
Oh, I wonder if it's like leeches or ticks.
Ooh, what you mean? She made a face. What happened? What did I do wrong?
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't like being compared to a leech or a tick. She chuckled and blushed, rubbing the back of her neck.
Not great date talk, huh?
I did like the science thing, though.
Oh, it's fine.
We both felt quiet. I found myself looking at her lips again. I should resist. I wanted to talk to her more. Who knows about if I would ever be near a vampire again?
I'm actually very curious about vampires.
You have questions?
Damn, she got answers apparently.
Can you really not enter a place without permission?
She nodded.
You saw for yourself.
I know, poor Carmilla.
When you threw Carmilla?
I chuckled, remembering the way she had looked squished against the invisible barrier.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I can't explain the science behind that either.
I think that one is actually just magic. Fascinating.
Can you go out during the day?
Nope. I would burst into fire. Then I would turn into ash.
Oh, did someone do it in front of you?
At least, that is what I've been told. I've never seen it, and I don't want to test it.
I know, that'd be kind of crazy. The only way you can test is by doing it yourself or killing someone.
I don't blame you.
It was almost as if I had found a kindred spirit, someone to discuss things scientifically with and who didn't mind when I rambled about them. She rambled too, but I enjoyed it. We spent most of the night talking. She told me about vampire squids and jellyfish. I told her about obscure, underrated horror. It was exhilarating to talk so passionately with her about things we love. Eventually, I started to feel my entire body screaming at me. I knew I needed to get home, even if I didn't want the night there. I finally had to say my goodbyes and head home. I really hoped I would get to see her again. We better. We did all the good. We all did all her thingies. There she is. Yay! I was staying late. Oh, it was 1 year later, right? That's what it said. Right? Okay, cool. Very sure. I was staying late to do paperwork again this Halloween. But this time I had someone keeping me company.
This software's interface looks so ugly.
What is the 90s? Leave it alone. It's 96. It's ugly until until Mac comes out.
I know, but my boss likes it.
I wonder if she uses Mac and that's why she's saying that. Because the original Windows was fucking atrocious. That was awful to look at. Barely usable. Like Mac was actually fucking like Apple was actually usable. That's why everyone went to that one. She gave up on looking over my shoulder and began to pace around the room. She looked everything over. She was careful not to disturb anything, but no matter how many times she had been here, she remained curious. It was probably the scientist in her. When I thought she wouldn't notice, I glanced up to watch her. Normally being around her was relaxing. This past year we had grown comfortably close. However, tonight was very different. I wanted to ask her to move in with me. I'd even gone out and bought some heavy curtains and blinds. She might say no though. Maybe it was too soon. Maybe not. Ah!
Are you alright? You look really frustrated.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I feel like they don't have chemistry. Is it me? Is it me? Is it me? I feel like they just don't have really that much chemistry. And I also feel like, I don't know, when they talk, there's no like, we're not chat, you know, there's no chat. There's no real chat going on. I tried to smile. She turned away and looked at some safety signs we had hanging.
This place doesn't pay you very well, does it?
Of course not. Why would anything pay me well? I snorted.
No.
There were some months where I struggled, and I made do. I knew that. As a student, even a vampire student, she was in a very similar situation. She did have a part-time job as a research assistant, and sometimes worked in a university's library. It paid about as well as my job though.
I was thinking,
Yeah?
between my income and your income,
Is she gonna actually move in together? I stopped what I was doing and gave her my full attention. She pulled absently at her ear.
I was just thinking, It might be beneficial if we moved in together.
Oh, did you now? I couldn't believe it. I stared at her, mouth hanging open. I've been so nervous for so long, and she just came out and said it.
Oh, I guess that wasn't a very romantic way to put it.
It wasn't.
There are romantic intentions as well, of course. This past year with you it's been just amazing. I like the idea of waking up together and having meals together, and maybe you don't think so.
Who said that? I smiled. She was frowning. I needed to explain. I hadn't meant to give her the impression that I wasn't fully on board with the idea.
No, it's just that I was actually planning to ask you the same thing tonight.
I know, you beat me to the punch.
Really? To move in together?
Yup. She closed the distance between us and bent down to meet my gaze, where I sat at the computer. The gloom she had earlier was completely gone. I turned away from the computer, wanting to face her fully.
Yeah.
Great minds, huh?
Mm-hmm. She kissed me gently, then pulled away.
I don't want to distract you. I know you have a lot of work to do.
I shook my head. If the equipment wasn't so expensive, I'd shove it off of the desk to prove that I could choose her over work. Instead, I saved and shut down the software in a less dramatic gesture.
I am done with work.
Yeah, fuck this place! I shut the computer down and stepped away from the desk. I grabbed the keys so I could lock the place up as I went. Then I turned to Elizabeth and clapped my hands together awkwardly.
Let's get out of here.
I took off my lab coat and she followed me into the waiting room of the clinic.
Will you sleep in my coffin with me?
You sleep in a coffin? Why?
Coffin?
I squeaked. I looked over at her and knew she had tricked me again. She laughed. I should have known better. I should have known better too, my goodness. I had been into her apartment and there was a normal bed. I laughed.
I don't know. Maybe they're comfortable.
It's too morbid to even think about.
I love that they both have the same reaction to the coffin idea. They're like, ew, why the fuck am I here? She shuddered, though she was still laughing.
I was also thinking,
Uh-huh.
if you ever wanted to be a vampire too.
I have reached for the door, but stopped. My hand hovered near the handle. Oh my god. God, I'm so tired. Where's my eye? Oh no. Alright, crisis averted. It was something I had considered before. She was a vampire and I was a human. How long could that possibly go on? Yeah, Edward! Ridiculous. I would age and she would stay the same. I needed human food and she only required blood. Okay, there's only one thing that I would be really upset about being a vampire. There's only one thing that would upset me about being a vampire, and it's like not eating food. I love food. I love food so much. It actually like makes me happy when I eat good food. Like I get actually happy. Like I'm depressed when I eat really bad food or I have like bad food multiple days. I was depressed when I went to Spain and I didn't really like any of the food and it all made me I felt so hungry and it's just I was depressed because of food in a different country. Not because I missed my family, not because like I couldn't go to excursions, not because I didn't have money, not because I didn't, I was depressed. I didn't like the food. I think if I became a vampire, I would be depressed too. I couldn't eat. I would smell these delicious cuisines and I couldn't eat them. And that would actually make me depressed. There are benefits to being a vampire, but there were drawbacks too. Yeah, the food part. My depression. There have been so many things to consider, and it had always been something we avoided discussing before. Something that would occasionally hang over us, creating an awkward silence. I answered carefully because in truth, I didn't really know what I thought about. Ugh, I answered carefully because in truth, I didn't really know what I thought about it at all.
Yeah?
I would turn you into a vampire if you asked.
I studied her expression. Did she want me to be a vampire? She liked me before as a human.
I'm glad you would, but what do you think? Would you like me better if I was like you?
I feel like their conversations are so awkward and stifling. Like I never feel at ease when they talk. I feel constantly on edge and stressed. There's no real what's it called? There's no spark. A spark is actually quite a stupid concept in and of itself. But there's no real like connection. Like they're not vibing, and they're not like There's no. Chemistry. There's no chemistry between them. Every conversation feels like I'm on edge. It feels stifling. I have yet to hear Mina be relaxed while speaking to Elizabeth. Like she always seems on edge. Like she is petrified of her next word. Of like the reaction. She can't even guess Elizabeth's reaction. She's always like so. It feels like there's questioning everything. They make me feel so uncomfortable. She shook her head and stepped closer to me.
I adore you the way you are, and that wouldn't change if you become a vampire. I will be happy if you are happy. It's also your body and your choice. I won't take that from you. I only offer so that you know that I'm willing.
What a 2025 thought process. Me and Janice were just complaining about a specific character in a movie and how like they annoyed us because they have 2025 thoughts and ideals in a 1940s like like you know what I mean? It's like these thoughts do not mesh well together. I don't care what you say. This is not happening. No, it wasn't 1940. Oh my god, when was it? Oh, I forgot the time period. But like it literally like was like this is a period piece, and then this girl was like, this, and I was just like, shut up. You're not helping. I threw my arms around her. She always seemed to know what to say. She kissed the side of my head, and I took a deep.
I want to think about it more.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say, oh my god, we're gonna have a sex scene. I don't want to have a sex scene right now. I pulled away as I could so I could look at her.
I want to consider things carefully. Weigh the benefits against the negatives, you know?
How scientific. I approve.
She smiled at me, and I resumed prepping the door so that we.
I figured you would.
I chuckled. I locked the door, and we headed out into the night. I had found something in Elizabeth that was rare and precious. We had a connection, and I had always dreamed of. I loved her in a way I had not thought possible. Someone who truly accepted me and accepted the things in me that others found annoying. In turn, I felt the same way about her. Hand in hand, we headed home to our home. All right, we got the ending. Yay! Everyone fell in love. Wow. And guys, that was... Hold on, we can skip it. And guys, that was our night of the lesbian vampires. What an amazing night this was. We got to talk to some girls. We got to fall in love. The only drawback is it was so short. I wish there were more, but I understand. Listen, this is a short game. I wish there were more though, because Urgh. They're so cute. Like, oh, I personally only liked one of the ladies, but you know, to each their own. Everyone has their own taste. But yes, like I would have loved to see more, and I feel like if I saw more of Elizabeth, then I would feel less awkward about, like, you know, her conversations with Mina. Like, I would feel like more of a connection. I feel like because of the nervousness of how Elizabeth is, we need more time with Elizabeth so that we are able, like, you know, so that we are able to see that comfortability, to see that relaxation, to like wet ebb and flows. She needs more time. Where like Carmilla, she's very much an extrovert. So like you really don't need, like, you do need time with everybody, obviously. Like you can't just like speed run things just because like she's an extrovert. But like it got so comfortable so quickly with Carmilla because she's an extrovert and she's like, you know, good at that stuff. So like it felt so comfortable so quickly with her that like that immediately going to Elizabeth, it felt so stifling because I feel like she needs more time, and I feel like with more time I'd be able to like her. Like, you know, I would feel like, you know, their romanticism. No, I would see their chemistry. We just need more time with her. Because of the length, it just felt so stifling and so short. But I did really like her. I liked that she was scientific, that she was able to, like, you know, understand Mina in that kind of level too. And it can both be like kind of like kooky together because they're both really kooky. So I really like that they were able to find that within each other, because, you know, Mina has said that even in Carmella's route, she has said that no one really gets her. Like, she will talk on and on and on about something and no one will really like pay attention, which is wild to me. But I like that they found that in each other, and I love that in Carmilla and Mina, it very much was opposite attract. Like, it really was like, like, she does give the same thing where like she does accept Mina for who she is, but it really is like the whole opposite attract. Like this very vivacious, like very like party girl, and the quiet scientist. Like they just like kind of like mesh well. Like you wouldn't expect them, but they do mesh well together because they do give each other what the other one lacks. And I like the both relationships. I think they were really nice. Again, like I said, I feel like for me specifically to feel the I can't want to say feel the romanticism. That's not a phrase. To feel the romance, I feel like it was easier with Carmilla, and I really liked it, and I appreciated that one. But with Elizabeth, I feel like we needed more time. We needed more time, more options, and more discussions. Like I feel like it was a very short discussion, while with Carmilla, we went on and on and on about nonsense. Like I feel like 2 hours of our gameplay was actually Carmilla. Like it was just Carmilla, and Elizabeth was so quickly to get through because we didn't really talk much, and I feel like we needed all of that discussion. But yeah, it was a really, really nice. It was a really, really nice little short game. I hope everyone liked it. I really liked it. I forget how fun Yuri can be. It's actually really, really fun. I'm gonna try to look for more Yuri games. Like we can have so much fun with more Girlies. Cause they're so cute. I love Girlies. God, I'm gay.